And we are live. What's up, people?
Who
What's going
that?
on? Who day? Who day? And back to being able to say that with some confidence right now because of that. Because of the last Thursday night game, boy, that was whoo! I actually did buy that Joe Flacco jersey, by the way.
We lost to Dennis Allen.
Yeah, you sure did. Did you see
I
my
couldn't
video?
be freaking happier.
Did you see my video I put out this morning?
Yes.
Did you see the PSA I put in there?
Where?
It was while you were talking about the Saints, so I want to say it's like in the power rankings. So
Well, I didn't look at the power ranking segment yet because I ain't gonna lie. I started watching it, then I got carried away with something. So
yeah, well, you will. I'm not saying you'll appreciate it. It'll probably piss you off, but I think you'll find it funny.
hold on. You said it's attached to the video.
Yeah, it's in the video. It's like you. Oh wait, no, it's yeah. I think it's early. It's early in the power rankings before you start actually getting into the power rankings. You make a comment about the Saints, and then I threw a funny little PSA in there.
Oh, that's nice. Like it was on like how you usually like do with like the bottom.
No,
Okay.
no, no, no. I made like a whole video, like a whole extra
Oh.
video within the video.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna check that out later. It's just that I started watching it, and then I ain't gonna lie, I was just watching to see what you had to say about the Saints.
Yeah. Well, I had that to say about the Saints. So you missed that.
Nah, I'm gonna check it out later.
Okay. All right. Jeffy likes sports says let's go Chargers. Okay.
Depression.
There. I mean, like, I don't really. I think like, you know, I'm probably rooting for the Vikings in this one, because the
No.
chart. Well, I mean, you can feel the way you want to feel about it, but from a Bengals fan perspective, I want the Chargers to lose because we might be potentially competing with them for a wild card spot. So that could be good for me if the Chargers lose. I don't think that's going to happen. I think the Chargers are going to win because the Vikings are kind of sus lately. But I kind of hope the Vikings win. It would
Top
have been
three
nice if the
pick, here we
Broncos could have
come.
lost, but apparently the universe had different ideas about that. Oh, and the Chargers are coming out in their best uniforms. That's sick. They're coming out in like the Drew Brees era uniforms, and that's my favorite era of Chargers uniforms. Did we lose you, Mikey?
No, I'm here.
Okay, okay. You kind of
Uh,
you kind of
yeah,
froze up a
sorry,
little bit.
I was texting someone.
Okay, I
I was
got you.
texting someone. So,
Yeah. So the
but
Chargers coming out in their Drew Brees
Vikings.
era uniforms, and that's pretty sick looking. I've always liked that era of uniform.
I was like Drew Brees.
Well, I know you like Drew Brees, but you know this is like I think more people like associate it with like Ladainian Tomlinson, but the difference is Ladainian Tomlinson like was around into their new era of uniforms, but that the old like navy blue era of uniforms, like that was Drew Brees was there exclusively for that part. So I usually associate that era with Drew Brees.
The Saints might be getting two Hall of Famers next year.
Who?
Drew Brees and Jari Evans.
Well, they're almost certainly going to get Drew Brees. Like he's definitely going to be
Oh,
a first ballot.
absolutely. Yeah, Jari Evans, I know got eligible. I think like a few, I know. I think last year I know he was eligible. He didn't make it in though. But hey, maybe we'll get this little thing. Jari Evans and Drew Brees.
Who
Main
made
Hall of
it?
Fame.
Who made it to the finalists?
I know Jari Evans and Drew Brees both did. That's all I know.
Let's see.
'Cause my boy Kai, he told me about that. Well, he didn't tell me. He put it on his
Now,
YouTube page. But
big fucking surprise. Willie Anderson is missing again. Ken Anderson's on the ticket though. Maybe Ken Anderson gets in.
Interesting.
That'd be pretty cool. Be pretty cool. Ken Anderson fucking deserves it. You know, like it's not his fault he spent his. Jim Marshall's in there, which I exclusively associate Jim Marshall with returning with picking up a fumble and running the wrong direction.
Oh, was that him?
That was Jim Marshall, yeah.
The dude that played for Minnesota, ironically, who's playing tonight.
Yeah, funny.
Yeah, I remember. I think
what's going on?
They had like a cute name for him.
Solzerng. Why'd you change your name to something unpronounceable?
What's good, Zoo?
I just want the Chargers to win so Mikey can get back at Jim for making fun of his Saints. Well, that's it's fair enough. I have more developed, like it's not really a rivalry thing for me. Like I just want the Bengals to go to the playoffs, and the Chargers losing would help with that.
We've been eliminated for weeks.
Well, yeah, I think you guys were eliminated when the season started.
Yeah, probably. No, we got eliminated when Juwan Johnson never got traded.
There we go, King Bozo. Gotta love that last Thursday night game. That was so beautiful. And I'm sorry if you didn't enjoy it, but I'm also not sorry because you chose to be a Steelers fan.
Wait, hold on.
No. So I don't know if you noticed. It says Solzerng. You clearly changed it at some point. I don't know how you got it to look different, but that clearly did happen. I'm not crazy. Like I literally have physical proof right here.
Yeah. Well, Kyle, you know when the Saints got eliminated?
This very instant Drew Brees retired.
Oh, yes. But also, when they gave Juwan Johnson $30 million.
That's fair enough.
That man, I don't know if you saw Sunday, the man was wide open. I'm telling you, I could have caught that pass, bro.
Yeah, that's not true, Jeff. Your name's the same.
Well, his is Jeffy like sports now.
Yeah, but I've seen that on his like plenty. Like sometimes it's like something, but I've seen at Jeffy like sports for a lot of other stuff. But like what I'm saying is like King Bozo is almost always what his name has been, but like it over here, unless that might be just like a different account. That could also be a different account and an accidental send from something else. That could be what that is. Was looking for your live stream when you guys faced us. Well, me and Mikey were here. We did a dual live stream, and it was a good one. It was fun.
We lost to Dennis Allen.
Okay, it might just be showing your handle right now. That's because I know I've seen that before, like Jeffy likes sports. So it might just be showing your handle instead of your actual username. Why that's the case, I don't know why it's changing that, but I do notice it kind of goes back and forth between that sometimes.
I know YouTube changed it like a while back, where it's like if you like put a comment in the comment section, for some reason it says your handle and your ad.
Yeah, but it goes back and forth. Is kind of what I'm saying. So.
I don't even know what life is. What's up, Jerry? How you doing, my brother? Good. By the way, Kyle, just so you know, you can't see it, but Jerry said hey. So.
Okay. All right. What's going on, Jerry?
Saints brethren.
So, for the most part, just because like I have some stuff I got to get done today, so I'm gonna be here. I already talked to Mikey about this, but I've got some stuff that I've got to get done while we're doing this game. I'm still going to be live. We're still going to be talking in the chat and everything like that. But I'm going to mostly, I think, yield to Mikey to kind of be like Mikey, you're in charge, basically, is what I'm saying. So I'll let you kind of do most of the talking going forward.
All right. Jerry also said I hated that last word, Minneapolis Miracle. I know, Jerry. I know. That was the first game I ever watched.
That was a very I was at a bad pizza place when I watched that game.
I was at this house when I watched that game. In this very room too. My grandfather was over there, I was over there, my sister here, my grandma there. And we all looked at it in depression. All right, game's about to start. The Dicker the Kicker coming out. Those are some cool uniforms, though. I can't even lie to you. Chargers, let's get this win today, bro. Let's get this win today. All right, let's see. All right, the kick is away. It's going to go. He's going to appear to like the goal line. He's going to take it to the 10, up to the 15, the 20. Number 4 is going to get it out, and he might be gone. No, he's going to get caught out. But he gets tangled around the 47-yard line. And there is a flag, though. There do be a penalty on the play.
Oh, hey, look, it's Bobby Hart.
Oh, wow, really?
Garbage. Holding. So that's going to be coming back.
Holding on the Minnesota Vikings.
That's probably why it was such a...
On someone named Batman. For what that's worth. Oh, let me pull up college from you. Anyone else to... Carson Wentz is taking the field. Come on, defense, get this win. It's our 6th team in the last 6 seasons. This season, 2-2 record, 5 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Dang, Wentz already been in the league for 10 years? That's crazy. I still remember when he was just a jit. 1st and 10 for the Vikings. All right. Come on, Chargers. Beat the Vikings. Why? Because I said so. All right, Vikings have at their own 16 after the penalty. Adam Thielen in motion. Wentz takes the snap. Carson Wentz is going to dump it off. Ooh, he threw it behind Aaron Jones, and Aaron Jones tried to one-hand snag that, and it is incomplete. To me, 2nd and 10 for the Minnesota Vikings. Aaron Jones Sr., who was placed on injured reserve due to a hamstring injury after week 3. This is only his 3rd game this season. Aaron Jones has been very limited this year. We're going to see what he can bring to the table after, returning from injury. It's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Vikings with 14:46 remaining in the first quarter from their own 16. Wentz takes the snap. It's going to be a handoff to Aaron Jones, and that play gets bottled up by the Chargers. Number 6, that is Denzel Perryman.
There was no chance on that one. They had that read all day.
Yeah, he perfectly timed that snap, too.
Yeah, number 90, I don't have the roster up in front of me, but number 90 just blew that play up. And he didn't end up getting in on the tackle, but because of what he did, the hole just disintegrated.
Absolutely. 3rd and 10. All right, Vikings this season, 25 for 73 on 3rd down conversions, 34.2%, which is, I think, 28th in the league, I think it said. Jefferson in motion, 3rd and 10. Wentz, Chargers bringing some pressure. They get to him, but Jefferson makes one heck of a play.
Yep.
That's Jefferson for you. 1st down. I miss you, my brother.
What's going on, sad Bengals fan? You don't have to be sad right now. Maybe things will get better.
Yeah.
Is it substitute teacher day? No, not exactly. I'm still here. I'm just, Mikey. I'm gonna have, like I said, Mikey's gonna be the main talker today. I think that's the main thing.
Yeah, I'm running the thing. No, okay. 1st and 10 after the 3rd down conversion. Minnesota has at their own 32. Hawkinson goes in motion, hands it up the middle to Jordan Mason, and that. He gets free from a possible no-yard gain, but only for about 2 yards. It's going to be 2nd down for Minnesota coming up. All right, 2nd and 8 for the Vikings. Sorry for you, King Bozo. I know it's never easy. I remember when one of my sisters moved out, it was never easy. Sorry, man. 2nd and 8. Vikings have at their own 34-yard line. Carson Wentz. Let's see. Hawkinson in motion. Wentz takes the snap. Wentz throws. Quick throw. Caught by Jordan Addison. Shakes off a tackler. And it's going to be like a yard shy of the 1st down. It's going to be 3rd and 1 coming up for Minnesota.
Come on, Vikings.
Carson Wentz.
Come on, Vikings. You can do it. I believe in you. You did it against us.
I don't believe in you.
I do believe in you.
I hope the worst for you.
You know what? Like, Maybe they can lose next week.
I don't even know who they play next week.
I don't know who they play next week either. I don't know. I just want the Chargers to lose.
I want the Vikings to lose everything because they took everything from me. 3rd and 1. It's going to be a fake handoff. Derwin James comes with the blitz. Wentz just flicks it up, and it is incomplete.
That was I guess that's kind of a smart decision there by Carson Wentz to get rid of it, but I mean they're just going to have to punt. Like
Carson Wentz came. I mean, not Carson Wentz. Derwin James came on like a madman on a mission.
Why would you do a play action to Justin Jefferson? Like he's not going to run the ball out of the backfield.
That's what I'm saying.
Derwin James didn't have any of that, dude.
That's why he's the best safety in football.
He's up there.
Yeah, in my opinion, he's the best. In my opinion, yeah. Ryan Wright about to punt the ball. Let's see if he can punt the ball right. Pun intended. 4th and 1. Why does this look like a fake punt? Okay, well it's not going to be. The punt is away. It is going to be fair caught around the 17, 18-ish. And that's where Justin Herbert and the Chargers will start their game, a.k.a. their first possession, after commercial break. TNF. Does not ball. Yeah. Are we still doing predictions today, Kyle? Or?
Yeah, for sure. I've got those. Not right now, but we will. I've got the full slate up, so we will definitely get to those today for sure.
Oh, that's nice.
Actually, let me go ahead and get those downloaded right now, and I can tell you where we're currently standing. Wasn't a great week for you.
I know. I could have had an extra pick right if the friggin' Giants had any brain cells.
Well.
Because I picked the Giants to win that game. And I think you did too.
No, I picked the Broncos.
No, I could have sworn you picked the Giants. Okay.
According to what I wrote down, I picked the Broncos. So I don't think I said it wrong in the thing, but maybe I did. I don't know. But I definitely wrote down Broncos.
All right.
So crap! I didn't. Did I not send that? I definitely sent it. What the hell? Is there like a... God damn it. All right. Well, I'm going to have to tally these up. Shit. I might just have to report this next week. We'll do the...
Hold up. Jeff asked me what's my Chargers Vikings prediction. That's what I'm trying to find out because I'm trying to pull that up right now. Because I have all of my stuff saved. All right. I had the Vikings winning, though, 19-17.
Okay. I got the... So we're rooting for ourselves to be wrong. You're rooting against the team that you picked, and I'm also rooting against the team that I picked.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
I just don't trust the Chargers, not after what they've been doing the last few weeks.
Okay. Well, why don't we do Dolphins-Falcons while we're waiting here?
Of course, that's the first game you go to.
Well, as the first game on the list.
Okay.
I mean, I know you probably don't want to talk about that one because the Dolphins are so bad, but...
Uh-huh. Well, lucky for me, I have the Dolphins winning 30-26. Why? Because y'all can all suck it. Okay, prediction time over. That was nice while it lasted. 1st and 10. Chargers have at their own 17. Herbert takes a snap. It's going to be a handoff, and that gets shoved immediately down into the backfield. I don't know who the heck their running back is, but he's definitely going to be taking some grass from Jonathan Grenard. I forgot the Chargers even had running backs because every one of them is hurt. Justin Herbert, 271 pass attempts and 1,913 passing yards, both mostly in the NFL, along with 13 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. Good for you, Herbie. All right, 2nd and 13. Okay, so it's Kamani Vidal, or Vidal, who's the running back. Well, Vidal definitely needed his vitals after that, but 2nd and 13. Chargers have at their own 14. Herbert Oh, the Vikings come with the blitz. He's going to throw, and that's intercepted. And that's going to be a pick six.
God damn, dude.
Isaiah Rodgers.
You gotta, of all people, it's Isaiah Rodgers. The season he's putting together right now. He did the same shit against us, man. But I'll take it. I will take it. I will take it. You know what? If he's gonna do that shit against us, that's fine. See, this is the problem with Justin Herbert, man. Like he's a really talented quarterback, but he makes these boneheaded moves constantly.
Who was it? He was trying to throw the ball to Ladd McConkey.
Oh, that might be that's not. I don't think that's a catch.
Oh wait, no, yeah, I think that's it. Even if it's not a catch, that's still a boneheaded throw.
That is a boneheaded throw, but I think he steadied it with the ground, so I don't think that's a catch.
Well, they're definitely gonna probably review this. Let's see. Yeah, they're reviewing it.
Yeah, Jim Harbaugh looks a little... I can't tell. Jim Harbaugh always kind of looks perpetually pissed, so I can't tell if he's pissed right now or not.
Mikey, at least you can be happy the Bucs lost on Monday. I am happy. I thought Mike's least favorite team was the Falcons. That it is. You are right, King Bozo. I hate the Falcons worse than I hate Dennis Allen, and that's saying a lot. Yeah, he bobbled that. That ball is dancing on the ground. But yeah, I am happy the Bucs lost on Monday, and I'll be definitely happy when the Bucs lose on Sunday. All right. We're still reviewing it. I think Herbert's going back on the field, so I think they're going to overrule this. Yeah, Herbert's putting his headset on, so yeah. Incomplete. Better than what I watched, though. It's going to be third down coming up, which still ain't. Well, I mean, I guess it is a little bit better than them getting a touchdown, but it doesn't matter if you don't pick this up. 3rd and 13. Third and 13 for the lack. Chargers from their own 14. 10:53 left in the first quarter. Justin Herbert has a chance to redeem himself from that awful pass. Watch him throw a freaking pick six on this play just because. If that actually happens. Herbert takes the snap. Vikings are going to try to come. Herbert's going to throw, and it's caught by Keenan Allen.
All right, there it is.
The third for Chargers first down. That's catch, baby. What a block by Biddle. Or Bible, or however you said that man's name. You don't see too many great running back blocks unless his name is Devin Neal. First and 10 with the Charge. McKeon now, man, he's had a resurgence back with his former team. Chargers have it there on 31. Herbert on the center. Takes the snap, hands it off to Vital, and that gets stuffed immediately. The Chargers now run the ball if their grandma's life is on the line. 2nd down. There, Jonathan Allen. I didn't know it said Jared Allen. He hasn't played in Minnesota for like 10 years. Maybe more. Brian Flores, Vikings defensive coordinator. And there's Greg Roman, the Chargers offensive coordinator. Calling against each other. Wasn't Roman that Ravens guy that a lot of Ravens fans hated? So.
I don't know. I try to ignore Ravens fans, so I don't know who they particularly despised. I don't think so.
2nd and 11. Herbert going to throw it. It's caught for first down. Number 86, whoever that is.
I should probably pull the roster up because Ramsey, is that his name?
Is that Gadsden? Yeah, that's Gadsden.
Okay, I thought it said Ramsey. Yeah.
Nope,
What's that? Oronde Gadsden.
yeah, Rondé Gadsden, the rookie tight end. Oh, they're gonna mark him short. Okay. 3rd and 2. It's a handoff, and that's a first down. They actually ran for a first down. That's nice.
See how often they can do that today.
What?
See, I said let's see how often they can do that today. Who is that?
Yeah. Naheem, or no, that's not. That's a Patterson.
Yeah, Patterson, but he's not on their roster.
It might be Jarrett Patterson. And we're the Cleveland Browns. What about the Browns? King Boza. Amarian Hampton, who's on IR, 66 rush. Okay. 1st and 10. Chargers have it at their own 42. Scott Matlock in motion. Play fake. Quick throw. It's called by McConkey. McConkey tries to break free, but really can't do much with it. But gets like 4 yards on the play. It's going to be 2nd down.
Better than nothing.
Yep.
Okay, okay. I see. He must be a practice squad elevation because he is on their roster, just on the practice squad. Jarrett Patterson.
That's nice. 2nd and there's Mekhi Becton on the sideline. Did he get hurt again?
Maybe that's why a bunch of teams didn't sign him in the offseason, dude.
Yeah, I know a lot of Saints fans wanted to sign him.
I know a lot of Bengals fans wanted to sign him, but this is the reason why a bunch of teams didn't. Oh, nice throw.
Ooh, okay. To Gadsden again. King Bozo, is that a reference to that one YouTube shorts guy? I know who you're talking about.
I'm not. I have no idea who you're talking about.
Because there's this one guy on YouTube that every time, because he does this thing where it's like he tries to portray both teams. Like, he's like, we get a touchdown, we punt, we got to feel stuff like that. And then every time it's a Browns game, he's like, and we're the Cleveland Browns. Okay. And then, like, every single time that they punt the ball, he's like, punt. All right, hand off to Vital. Up the middle, gets about 6-ish yards there. It's for a 2nd down. Yeah, he's kind of funny. He is a Chiefs fan, unfortunately, but other than that, he's kind of funny. 2nd down, Chargers are moving. And we're the Cleveland Browns. 2nd and 4 for the Chargers. Chargers have it, the Vikings 35. They're moving and grooving right now. Herbert under center. Hands it off to Vital. Up the middle. He's fighting. He's pushing. Gets it to like maybe a yard shy. A yard or 2 shy. It's going to be 3rd down for the Chargers.
Give him credit for keeping those legs moving, but it ultimately didn't really matter.
He was playing like Christian McCaffrey against the Atlanta Falcons on Sunday night.
It's true.
Man, did you not see that touchdown? Woo-wee!
I saw it. I saw the highlight.
Yeah, Joe Alt missed the last 3 games with the ankle sprain, and now they got him back. I know they're still missing Slater, because we already knew that. It's 3rd and 1. It's going to be a long yard. It's going to be a play fake. Herbert is going to, and he throws in. It's caught by McConkey. McConkey's going to just go down. There's a flag on the play. Mm-hmm. Chargers are moving up, so it looks like it might be on Minnesota. Chargers are walking down the field. They are pointing to Dallas Turner, so it's probably going to be like roughing the passer or something. Yep, roughing the passer. Give it to us. On Dallas Turner. Yeah, he jumped up and pushed him down. Good call, ref. Let's start the glaze. Start the glaze now. Yeah. Plus, he low-key made head contact, too. All right, Chargers, 1st down. 1st and goal. Because, they get 15 yards onto the catch as well. So, Justin Herbert hit 8.9 times per game this season. He'll be second to highs over the last 10 seasons, 20 seasons. 1st and goal is going to be a handoff, and that gets blown up immediately. No room to breathe. It's going to be 2nd and goal for the LA Chargers. That is exactly that guy. Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. I'm on the internet like almost all the time. Like if I'm not doing something important, I'm on the internet most likely. All right, 2nd and goal. 1st quarter's moving right now. Moving and grooving. Second and goal. Chargers have it at the 10-yard line of Minnesota. Trey Harris goes in motion. Herbert under center. Play action. Vikings bring pressure. He's there, but Herbert's going to break out of it. Herbert's going to step up.
I don't know what they're doing there.
Why did he do that? He
Right,
could have just kept running.
Well, I don't know why he was even bothering running in the first place. There wasn't any room to run. I don't know, like if he's gonna do that, he needs to look downfield better. I mean, I get he's getting out of pressure, but like, first of all, there's a guy open in the end zone. Like, I mean, he's only just coming open, but like, you got to have your eyes downfield. Like in some capacity, like it's at least got to be looking at the blockers. If you're done looking at your own receivers, you at least got to be looking to see if there's room to run. Herbert throws and he got a touchdown anyway. So
touchdown, Gadsden for the Chargers, or Donnie Gadsden, or whatever his name is.
Yeah, it's Gadsden.
The rookie tied at 14 plays, 83 yards, 7:39 off the game clock.
What a shame! What a shame that pick six didn't count.
Yeah, it went from 6-0 Minnesota to 6-0 Los Angeles.
Yeah, pretty much.
Let's see. There is a flag. Scott Matlock was saying something, so it's most likely going to be on Minnesota. Or yeah,
they're not going to call. They're not going to call roughing the passer, are they?
I think that's the call.
I swear to God, if they call roughing the passer, then like it means nothing anymore.
I ain't gonna lie, that's low key a flop though. But hey, maybe I don't know what they're calling.
It's so obviously a flop, but I don't know what they're calling either. Looks like the flags thing's not even up anymore. Maybe they waved it off.
I don't know.
Maybe they did initially throw the flag thinking that was roughing the passer. Oh wait, they did call something.
Oh, I think they called taunting.
They called taunting?
They did this.
All right, yeah, it was. I mean, it was on the Chargers, so I guess whatever.
I mean, a touchdown, but yeah, I think that's what they called. Because they had their arms out, and this is usually for taunting. So. Let's see, that's stupid. Penalty for celebrating, Jerry. I agree, man. You know, Kyle and I have been boxing it since the penalty came out. Like, yeah, you can't celebrate. No, we got to be good for the kids, man. Man, screw them kids. They watch WWE on a regular night basis. You know how much cuss words they get from YouTube? Pick this up and he missed it. Or no, he did make it. It looked like it was out of curve out, but now he made it. 7-0. No fun league. Amen, Jerry. Couldn't agree more. What a throw by Herbert. I just realized we got the Justin Bowl. So last Thursday night it was the Unk Bowl. This Thursday night's the Justin Bowl.
Who? Oh, wait, because of Justin Jefferson?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, like, I feel like we're gonna get to the point where we're just calling everything the blank bowl. If I like the whole Unk Bowl thing, I think is kind of, you know, people are gonna say what the words that they're gonna say. I think they're dumb words, but I get that one. But it's also like arguably the two most important players on each team, who are the face there. You could definitely argue here the two most important players on each team are both Justins, but it's like the wide receiver and the other team's got the quarterback. So like, are we just gonna call every single game the something bowl, and we're gonna find two players who have something in common and say, oh, it's their bowl?
Absolutely. In fact, I'm actually trying to see what next week's Thursday night game is.
Oh my God.
So I can
the Bengals Jets game is going to be the Flacco Revenge Bowl.
No, the Bengals Jets game is going to be the Jets Win Bowl.
No, you shut your fucking mouth, first of all. If we lose to the Jets after beating the Steelers, after saving our season and if we lose to the Jets, I'm going to lose my mind.
Okay.
Do you want me to lose my mind? I'm sure you do.
Absolutely. I lose my mind every week.
Well, you know what? Then if the Bengals lose to the Jets, then I am going to be happy that the Saints lost to Dennis Allen.
Okay. Sounds fair.
Okay.
Okay, so next Thursday it's going to be the Depression Bowl.
The Depression Bowl. Okay, so like, what games do we have? We got the Dolphins and Falcons this week. That's clearly the suck bowl.
No, I'm talking about next Thursday, the Ravens Dolphins. That's
I know. If we're on this train, I'm gonna name every game. You know, they got the Browns and the Patriots. That's the Belichick Bowl, clearly, and he's not even on either team.
Yeah, Bears Ravens is the disappointment bowl. Jets Bengals is the whatever bowl. Bills Panthers is the Bills better win bowl. 49ers Texans is mac and cheese bowl. Browns Patriots is the Cleveland Bowl. Giants Eagles is the Giants winning again would be hilarious bowl. Buccaneers Saints is yes bowl, meaning the Saints better win bowl. Titans Colts is Cam Ward versus Danny Dimes bowl. Cowboys Broncos is terrible defense bowl. Packers Steelers is the Aaron Rodgers
immediately
bowl.
A flag already. That's nuts.
And Commanders Chiefs is Jaden Daniels bowl, and that's a big hit. Okay, just successfully named every single bowl after nonsense.
Yeah. So on the return, which wasn't even a good return in the first place, there's immediately a flag already. So it's like,
what's a flag?
It's this BS shit that the refs use to act like they have power.
Flags suck. I hate the color yellow. Man, if the Saints drool, they call it penalty. Wait, why did you put hashtag Here We Go Steelers in your live chat in your description?
Oh, I think I forgot to change the hashtags. I used that for last week. So like, now obviously I'm not cheering for the Steelers, but I try to put like, you know, whatever the most common hashtag is for the fans. I try to put that in, you know, for like each team that's playing. So like last week it was Who Dey and Here We Go Steelers. This week it would make more sense as like Go Chargers Go and whatever Skull probably. You know, I must have forgotten to change that. Did I change the rest of the description?
No.
I just forgot to change the description. That's my fault. Oh well. I'm not entirely sure I care right now. Does anybody even read the description? I know I don't.
I do.
Well, I'm glad you do. Ooh!
And
nothing there.
Man, Denzel Perryman, he came in like a madman on the mission.
Denzel Perryman's having a game so far.
Him and Derwin James.
Mm-hmm. Well, Derwin James is always going to have a game.
Chargers defense is elite. Second down, Chargers. Second and 11 for these Minnesota idiots. Second and 11. Vikings have at their own 17-yard line. Vikings, I said so. Play action. Wentz is looking. Wentz is going to take he breaks out of the sack. He's going to roll out to the left. And he has nowhere to throw, but he throws. Addison, though, could have caught it, but he drops it. Third and 11. Khalil Mack, they're showing, so I'm assuming he had something to do with that play. Hashtag clap above your head. I don't even know what that means. Third and 11. Yeah, Khalil Mack was there. To be fair, Justin Skull. It's funny that someone named Skull plays for the Vikings. But Carson Wentz, 2 for 5 for 23 yards so far. Yep, he's having a banger of a game right now. Third and 11. Now Wentz is clapping. He takes a snap. Chargers bring some pressure.
Destroyed.
How's that grass taste?
All the way down.
Getting down to the ground.
So you remember how I was how I was hoping that the Vikings might win this game?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably not.
Exactly.
Not at this rate. Now, obviously, it's very early in the game. We'll see, but you know, right now, woo, yikes.
Getting down to the ground. You had a bad day. 4th and 19 from his own end zone. He's going to punt it. That is not a good punt, not even a little bit. Probably going to get around the 40-yard line. 41 to be exact. Not even a little bit was that a good punt. But to be fair, he was at his own end zone because the Vikings offense sucks. I'll be right back. I gotta go check myself.
All right. Well, once Mikey gets back, we are going to try to do some more predictions. Like I said, I did all the predictions. I wrote them all out. I must have forgotten to send them to myself. But what I can tell you is that Mikey didn't have a very good week, and I had a better week. So, and I was already winning, so the gap is just widening at this point. And maybe somebody, maybe one of us two, actually knows what they're fucking talking about when it comes to football. I wonder who that might be. Well, anyway, yeah, Vikings Chargers, man. Like at this point, like I will say the way this game's going so far, like I predicted it was going to be a relatively, I mean, like I don't want to say low scoring because like 21-13, that's not super low scoring, right? But like am predicting a little bit of a lower scoring game. And I will say so far, it's not like the Chargers have. I do need to update the score, by the way. But it's not like the Chargers have been like running away with it on offense, right? But obviously their defense is really doing a good job. Damn shame that pick six couldn't have counted because that would have made this game a lot more intriguing. But right now, the Vikings, I mean, like, you know, I just said it's like it doesn't look like the Vikings are going to win this game. And it's not because the Chargers are blowing them out or anything right now. It's because the Vikings don't seem to be able to get anything going. But then again, it's still the first quarter. So, I mean, you never really know.
Game's over.
Like, oh, well, the game's over. So the game finishes 7-0 for the first time. When's the last time there was a 7-0 game?
The Vikings won a game 3-0 a couple of years ago.
I do remember that. That was crazy. That was absolutely wild. The last 7-0 game was in 1983. It was a Saints game. Yeah, you guys were the 0 team. And you know who the team who beat you was?
Was it Atlanta?
It was not Atlanta. No, it's not that bad.
Was it Cincinnati?
No, it wasn't the Bengals. We're not.
Was it the Giants?
No, it was the Patriots.
Oh.
Now this was the pre-Tom Brady Patriots, so like, you know, 90% of the current Patriots fan base wasn't around for that one, but.
Oh, that's a flag. That's a free play. Herbert's gonna throw, and it's dropped by McConkey.
Was that offsides? I didn't see what happened.
Yeah, that was a free play.
Okay.
I saw him jump immediately. Offsides on Minnesota. I could have told you that one. In fact, I did tell you that on Jonathan Bernard. Fun fact. Well, McConkey, though, you still got to catch that. But we're 1st and 5. Minnesota has at their own 46, or no, the Chargers have at their own 46. So we hand off up the middle, and he fought. I think depends on where they mark him. But I think he might have just got back, or I think he maybe got the line up to gain. But I don't know where they're going to put the ball there. 7 now. The Vikings have been showing lots of blitzes today. It hasn't been working, so. I am Minnesota. If Minnesota's going to win this game, they gotta show something. They gotta show something different. Second one from the 50, hand off to Vital for a first down, and he's still running. Gets it across the 45. Let's see. So what happened with the first play? Pick 6. I got called back for Herbert. I got a notification and saw it got called back. Yeah, Richard. So the ball hit the ground. They reviewed it and it was incomplete. So. Yeah, basically it was a pick 6. Like on the rule on the field was a pick 6, but they reviewed it. It got called back in the same drive. Chargers scored the touchdown. So. It was about Isaiah Rodgers, fun fact. Play action. Herbert's looking. Herbert is going to dump it off. It's caught by Gadsden, the dude who scored the touchdown. And he gets it across the 40 down to about the 37.
He's not doing anything spectacular today, but he's just being where he needs to be and reliable right now, which is sometimes the most important thing that you can do in football.
Yep. Joe Alt, man, they missed him the last couple weeks.
Hashtag clap above your head.
Yeah, 4 receptions, 37 yards, and a touchdown for Gadsden so far.
Oh, bolt up. That's what the hashtag would be for the Chargers, right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, too.
Right
so
through.
Hand up the middle is vital for a first down, gets it to the 30.
Boom.
And that's most likely going to end the quarter. So, Kyle, you know what you got to do now.
I'll wait until the time runs out because they could still call a timeout. You never know. Okay, they didn't.
I'm about to say, that would be the stupidest thing I've ever seen. And I've seen Dennis Allen coach a football game before.
I've seen worse. Okay, look, I'm not saying Dennis Allen wasn't a bad head coach, but I've definitely seen worse head coaches than Dennis Allen. Like, Dennis Allen's, like, I'm sure annoying. It's definitely the worst head coach you've ever seen because you've only seen 3.
Who?
Well, for your team anyway. Sean Payton, Dennis Allen, and what's his nuts, the new guy.
Kellen Moore, we're counting him.
Yeah, we are counting him because you have watched games where he is the head coach, so that counts.
I'm not gonna lie, I blocked out most of the season, so I don't even remember what's going on.
Well, Kellen Moore's your head coach, and in theory, that could be pretty good. Y'all need a significantly better roster for it to matter, but in theory, in the long run, that could be pretty good.
Hold on, Matt Eberflus time management of the Jets last week not falling it before the half. What the Jets do? Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, Matt Eberflus definitely couldn't manage time to save his grandma's life. So. But yeah, I mean, and I met a dude named Eddie before. I wake up extra early to be a hater. Jets lost. That's what they did. But yeah, Richard said that they didn't fall. Not calling the timeout before the half and letting it run the halftime with one timeout. I remember one time the Saints did something similar to that, where the Saints called a timeout and then the next play they took a knee. It's like, bro, what was the point? Like, it's not that they took a knee that pissed me off. Well, I ain't gonna lie, I was pissed off, but that they didn't just go for it because, like, what do you have to lose? But it's like, why would you call a timeout? We could have just went to halftime and all peaceful. Oh, it wasn't peaceful. We lost that game by like a zillion points. But man, why? Why y'all get dog walked by Sean Payton and Bo Nix like that? Why you gotta do that? 34-10. The only good part about that entire game was at halftime when I got that grocery rate. Other than that, that entire game was painful and miserable. Kevin O'Connell, Vikings 16 total yards in the first quarter, fewest in any first quarter over the last 2 seasons. Fun fact. Oh, that's so funny. No, it's not. First and 10, Chargers have at the 31-yard line because these referees are narcissists. Gadsden motions out. It's going to be a play action. Herbert's looking. Herbert's going to step up. Herbert's going to take off and run for it. He's got a block, and he's going to get to the outside, get out of bounds inside the red zone. First down for the Los Angeles Chargers. And that's how the second quarter starts.
All right.
With me being happy. Let's see. At that point, attempt a 60-yarder. You won't make it, but it was still.
What a block, by the way, by Vidal. I didn't even notice that before, but like that was a great block by him.
I noticed. Let's see. You won't make first and 10. Pitch to Vidal, and he gets to the inside, crosses the 10 to about the 7. So he's second down.
How do you pronounce that? Is it Vidal? Is it Vidal? Is it?
I don't know. I pronounce it different things.
Jets law. Oh yeah, by the way, I wanted to respond to that. So Mikey, you called the Bengals Jets game the whatever bowl. I disagree. I think it's the Bengals please don't fuck this up bowl.
No, the Jets are gonna win.
Now you can go fuck yourself.
I've been doing that since 2018.
That's one way to put it, I suppose.
But
Herbert.
actually, Herbert's gonna roll out. Herbert's gonna take off, run for
I think he got the first down though.
He's fighting. I think he. Oh, look, there's Bobby Hart.
Bobby Hart, get off the screen. I hate you.
Let's see where they put the ball at. Yeah, Jets by 40. No, I think the Jets. I think the Jets will win though. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see. I think he might have got that. Yeah, they are getting it to him. First and goal to 3. Herbert under center. Chargers 6 rushes, 1 passing drive. It's gonna be a handoff for the touchdown Chargers. Kamani Vittle, and just like that, 2-score lead. Had to get the clock right. 2-score lead.
So much for me having any hope in the Vikings today. This is already not looking very good, and it's not a huge lead either. It's just it looks like it's basically already over for the Vikings. Like, I think a 3-point lead might be over for the Vikings right now, the way their offense is playing, and their defense is leaky. So, good Lord, man, Vikings are about to have the same record as us.
Yep, Tyrod is day to day, so Fields must just be let to die. I remember telling people Justin Fields is not good. Pickens up and it is good. Chargers up 14-0. I remember when he was still on the Bears, I kept saying Fields is not good. Honestly, I would start Tyrod Taylor before I start Justin Fields. I mean, that's serious. At least Tyrod Taylor got the team to the playoffs before. What has Justin Fields done? What, he makes a cool run here and there? No. If I wanted to see somebody make a cool run, I would just go ahead and watch Jahmyr Gibbs highlights. Let's see. The question is, who is worse, Tua or Fields? That's actually a good freaking question. I mean, let's look at both sides of the spectrum, Richard. Tua, on one hand, the reason he is so bad, in my opinion, is because of the mental issues. Because, he had the concussions, and I think that's really messing with his brain. Because you can even go look at his press conferences. He's not really saying the stuff that he would have said, like, even getting drafted. So it's like, and I understand people can change over time, but it's like, no, he changed for some different reasons, and we all know why. But on the other hand, Fields has just never been good. He had that one solid season when the Bears won 3 games. But other than that, what has Fields really done? So, I mean, if you want to look at it, basically, so my answer, I'm gonna lie, this is tough. If you would have asked me before the season, I would have said Justin Fields 100%. Now, I'm gonna still say Justin Fields 100%. I don't care. Fields is some garbage, bro. I don't care how.
Remember when a bunch of particularly Broncos fans were talking about how upset they were that the Broncos didn't make a big move in the draft to go get Justin Fields?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe things would have turned out different for him in Denver, but I really don't think, because I don't think that it was all the quarterbacks that they drafted in Denver. Obviously, they didn't make great decisions, but I don't think it was all those guys' fault either. I think the Broncos were just not built. For a while, they weren't built for a quarterback to really be able to develop well there. Part of it was the head coaching problem and everything, and I don't know if the Broncos really are now, but I think they're a lot better off, which is part of why it's a little concerning that Bo Nix hasn't really taken a big step just yet.
Yeah, neither are good. To at a 70-pointer game, that was shit for the rest. I mean, yeah, but to be fair, these were 70 points, ironically, on the Denver Broncos when the Broncos were nothing. And then he says Allen over May over Tua. So basically, your AFC East quarterback rankings, you got Allen 1, May 2, Tua 3, Fields 4. I agree with that list. I don't. Honestly, I won't be shocked if May overtakes Allen in a couple years, to be honest with you.
I would be shocked if May overtakes Allen. Like, maybe when Allen's like, old and like geriatric, maybe at that point Drake May will still be young enough to be better. But I don't think that while both are in their prime, that May will ever be better than Josh Allen. Like there's only one quarterback in the NFL who's definitely better than Josh Allen, and there's only really one other quarterback you can make the argument for, but he's hurt all the fucking time, so it's kind of hard to tell.
John, no. Especially not this week, John.
Doesn't he generally root for the Buccaneers anyway? I mean, he's not really a football guy, but doesn't he generally kind of go for the Buccaneers?
I don't.
Which is odd because he's from St. Louis, right?
Yeah, first and second. I don't care if his mother taught him to be a Buccaneer fan. I don't care.
Nice block, man.
And that is batted down by Mr. Somebody.
That was a great defensive play right there. That wasn't even a bad ball from Carson Wentz. That was just a great defensive play.
Charles Stevenson suffocating Minnesota.
Yeah.
2nd and 10 for Minnesota.
All right, I'm gonna let you handle this for a second. I'll be right back.
All right. 12:58 left in the half. 2nd and 10 for Minnesota from their own 30. Chargers look like they're rushing 4. They are. It's gonna be a handoff to Aaron Jones, who gets about 5 yards to the 35. It's gonna be 3rd down for the Vikings. I vacation in Tampa area a lot. Good to know. All right. Did they miss the field goal? You have it at 13. Well, I don't have that. Nothing. No, they made the extra point. In fact, Kyle's right here. Yo. Oh, I'm going to wait till he has his headphones in.
All right, just had to kick the kid into bed.
Yo, Kyle. Fix the scoreboard, buddy.
Well, I walked away.
No, it's 14-0.
Yeah, I know, and I walked away.
Well, change it.
You
35. I can't, unless you give me that priority.
I don't know if I have the ability to. You would literally have to be on my desktop computer to do it.
Exactly. All right, what a catch for Justin Jefferson on the sideline. 1st down. Let's see. I wouldn't be surprised. Chargers with the special teams all my life. No, the Saints do that. And it's not the good kind of special either. The same special teams have made me want to freaking puke my eyes out like sweet and sour chicken. 1st and 10. The Vikings have at their own 45. Like, have you seen Blake Grippy? It's going to be a pitch to Jones. Jones cuts inside, and the Chargers nearly took his entire head off. But, he gets like 4 yards. 2nd down. Carson Wentz looks like he hurt his hand a little bit. Oh, shit. It didn't look bad, but that hand's going to be looking like Joe Burrow's hand. Carson Wentz on 2nd and 6 goes to a wide open Jefferson for a 1st down. Hey, Chargers, I don't know if you know or not. You might not know. I think it's kind of hard to know, but Justin Jefferson's one of the best receivers, if not the best receiver in all of football. So maybe we should I don't know, guard him? Just a thought. Just a thought. It's not like he's been one of the best receivers in football the entire decade so far. It's not like he's been the best. But maybe we would want to guard. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Best drive so far today by the Vikings. Dumps it off to Jones, and that he turns nothing into something, but something is only like 4 yards, so not bad. 2nd down. 2nd down, Minnesota. Derwin James got hurt. Are you serious? And Tony Jefferson also got hurt. Oh, no. Not Derwin. Second and 8. Vikings have it inside the Chargers, 39. Wentz takes a snap.
Oh my God! He almost caught that.
It got batted up, and then Jefferson low-key dropped that.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was like way above his head, but like, man, like that wasn't even a pass to Justin Jefferson, but it gets batted to him, and he almost intercepts a pass while he's on offense, but he knocks it down instead.
But how, bro? If Perriman picks that off, he could be taking that one to the house. 9:40 left in the second. 3rd and 8 for the Minnesota Vikings, aka the Purple Incarnations of Satan, as Tom Grossi usually calls them. 3rd and 8. Vikings have it inside the Chargers 39. Wentz is calling an audible. It looks like play clock's running. 1-0. He gets the snap off. Wentz looks, throws, dumps it off to Mason. But what a tackle by number 20. Forces a 4th down situation. And if you're Minnesota, I think you got to take the points here. Like, I mean, you could maybe go for this, but I mean, you got Carson Wentz at quarterback, so you might as well take the points. It's not like it's 4th and 1, but it's like, it's like 4th and 4, maybe. Will Reichard, former Alabama kicker.
Right, I remember him saying that now. He said he vacations in Tampa a lot, and that's why he sometimes roots for the Buccaneers. It's fair enough.
54-yard field goal.
No,
Kick is up, and it's good.
Yep. That was looking a little rough there for a minute, but he got it.
14-3. Now, Kyle, you know what you gotta do.
I'm doing it right now.
Okay, just gotta make sure,
All right, so obviously the Vikings have 20 and the Chargers have 17.
Huh? What?
I'm just wishful thinking.
That's not wishful thinking. That's terrible thinking.
It's wishful thinking for me.
Wait. Hold up. Why do you have Chargers 17, Vikings nothing?
Oh, because I updated the wrong one.
It's 14-3, my brethren. Hey, that's wishful thinking.
Shush. I just my brain skipped. I updated the wrong one.
Yo, Murphy, that's your father.
Murphy's in bed.
I don't.
Or at least he's brushing his teeth right now. I don't know. He knows I'm a ditz.
Tomorrow's Friday.
Sure is.
That's crazy. Man, I got a long day tomorrow.
Honestly, I think of the Buccaneers as more of a hometown team than the Chiefs because I go there so often. Chiefs are our home state team, so I like them. Well, fuck the Chiefs, honestly, John. Like, I know Mikey does. I have no problem with the Buccaneers. I've told you my, history with one particular Buccaneers fan, which made me kind of slightly dislike them. But that, like when Tom Brady joined the Buccaneers, that kind of, and now Baker Mayfield. I love Baker Mayfield, so I'm on board with the Buccaneers ever since then. Obviously, Mikey's not going to be a fan. It's just not how it's going to work. It's like I'm not going to be a fan of the Ravens. That's how that works.
However, I do respect Baker Mayfield for what he said earlier.
What did he say?
He said he hates the Saints.
That's an odd thing to feel when ever since, like, the entire time Baker Mayfield's been there, the Saints have been not a threat.
Yeah, but it proves what I said. The Buccaneers, man, they're never going to be our rivals. No matter how they try to convince themselves, they're never going to be our rivals.
That's an I don't know if that's something that is really a relevant thing for you to be like throwing around out there right now. Like, who really cares? The Buccaneers, first of all, are a more successful franchise than you guys are.
I don't care. I don't.
Now, I mean, obviously, historically, like before, like in the 20th century, the Buccaneers and Saints were, you could argue the Saints were the better team, but obviously both of them were quite awful. But since then, in the 21st century, the Saints had a good run. The Buccaneers have had two good runs.
Hold up. Okay, it's going to be returned to the 20 to the 25. Kyle, I'm asking you a question. Do you know who has the longest losing streak in NFL history?
The Browns, I believe.
Nope. It's
Or
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
oh, so that like the expansion Buccaneers, is that still like a standing record?
Yeah, because they lost 22 straight games.
Okay, I thought the Browns did like lost more games straight because like they had the 0-16 season, and then when they were 1-15 the next season, so I figured they would have been more than 22 games, but maybe I'm wrong.
They would have had the record, but the thing is, the Browns, that one win when they went 1-15, that one win came at like around the end of the season, so it resetted the record.
You mean at the beginning of the season?
Yeah. Wide open to Gadsden, 40 to down to 35, 34. No, because like the Steelers game wasn't that like week 13 when they beat them.
But then, but then that math doesn't work out then, because the Browns.
That's what I'm saying.
The Browns lost 16 games in a row, and then if they lost another 12 in a row, then that would put them at 28 losses. Wait, no, 38.
But the thing
losses,
is, the Browns.
28 losses.
No, so look, the Browns went 1-15, right? The Browns lost like what 12 or 13 games in a row, but then the Browns won a game, which reset it to thing.
Oh wait, was the 1-15? What was the 1-15 season? Was that the year before the 0-16 season?
Yeah.
Okay, for some reason I thought it was the year after.
No, the year after with Baker Mayfield's rookie year.
That makes more sense then.
That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, the Buccaneers, they lost 22 straight games, consecutive. Like, they never went winless, but they still won. They still lost 22 games in a row. They will be winless on Sunday, though. Second and 11. Chargers have it to 36-yard line of Minnesota, and he jumps. Herbert takes a snap. They do throw the flag. He pump fakes, throws, caught by Keenan Allen for first down. They're going to decline that penalty. It's going to be a first down. That's the second time they got Minnesota to jump. Minnesota's been playing undisciplined today, and it's on Dallas Turner, too. He's the guy that got the rough of the passer penalty on the touchdown. Well, no, not the touchdown. It was on the drive that led to the touchdown. Man, they think that they're the Saints or something, getting all these penalties. We lost to Dennis Allen. 1st and 10. Vikings have 51 total yards to the Chargers 179. Yep. Why is this dude touching the ref? Like what? Did the ref pop his nose or something? Punch him! First and 10 for the Chargers coming up. Okay, something's happening with this referee. DJ number 64. I don't know what's going on. Oh, he got knocked. Ooh. Number 97. You know, man, honestly, if I was a Vikings player, I would have done the same thing. First and 10 for the Chargers. Chargers have it inside the 25-yard line of Minnesota. Scott Matlock in motion. Play action. Herbert is going to face a little bit of pressure from behind, and he gets the sack. Jonathan Grenard, who's had a solid game other than those penalties. It's going to be second down. Man, Grenard, that man's a fast human being. All right, 2nd and 17. Chargers have it inside the Minnesota 32. Herbert takes a snap. Herbert's just going to throw it to the ground. He dirts that one. 3rd and 17, and Jim Harbaugh's out there looking so confused like it's Halloween night. I mean, I would be confused too if the only way I could win a national championship is by cheating. 3rd and 17. All right. 3rd and 17. Let's get this touchdown. Chargers. They have the ball inside Minnesota's 32. Herbert takes the snap. Herbert's looking. Throws, and it is incomplete. Wobbly pass. Herbert's on the ground. He has to get helped up. Not like he's hurt or anything, 4th and 17, and now here comes Dicker, the kicker.
Maybe the Vikings can get a punt return touchdown here.
Nah.
You could maybe make the argument, like as far as I have a feeling that flag from earlier in the game was initially roughing the passer, and then they waved it off. So, they're of course, yeah, they're taking the field goal. I don't know why I thought they were going to punt.
Dumb little boy.
I mean, it's not, it's not a chip shot. It's not a chip shot though. He should be able to make it, but it's not a chip shot. Kick is up.
49 yards.
And he missed it.
He missed.
Push to the left. There you go. That's why I was saying it's not a chip shot. NFL kickers miss those all the time, even though they should be able to make it. All right. Well, that means I don't have to update the scoreboard. Let's go. All right. You want to do some more predictions?
I have a prediction for you. Cameron Dicker gets cut at halftime. Okay, next one.
I don't know. I don't think they're too worried about it. Like the Vikings aren't doing shit right now.
That's how it starts.
All right. So Dolphins Falcons. I don't think we actually finished that one.
We did not.
So what's your prediction?
Dolphins 30-26.
Well, you're wrong. The Falcons are going to win this one.
No, they're not.
You really think that? The Falcons haven't been a bad football team this year. You really think they're going to lose to the Dolphins? Okay. Fair enough. Browns going to New England to play the Patriots. What do you think?
Browns win 24-17.
Wrong. The Patriots are going to win. The Browns are garbage. I know they had a good game last week, but that was against, the Dolphins, who you think are going to beat the Falcons for some reason.
I think you're garbage.
I think the Dolphins are garbage. Do you not agree?
No, I do agree. Who's the one that had them at number 32 in the power rankings?
Exactly. So you should know.
Yeah. But The thing is, screw Atlanta.
Bills, Panthers, and Carolina.
Panthers 27-19.
That's bold.
I don't trust Buffalo.
That's good bold, in the idea that there's valid reason to think that might happen. But it's still bold to actually predict it. For that reason, I'm going to take Buffalo. It feels like a game for Buffalo to reestablish themselves, and it kind of feels like that's what they're gonna do, because it seems a little ridiculous that they've let it get to this point already. So I can't imagine if they lose to the Panthers, I'm gonna start questioning a lot of stuff about Buffalo. But I just don't think they're gonna let that happen.
I don't trust their run defense, and they're going against a guy that had 200 rushing yards.
Yeah, I don't know. It feels the Panthers feel fluky to me, and the Bills losing streak.
The Bills are on timeout.
The Bills losing also feels fluky to me. So it just feels like, are we expecting multiple flukes to continue? I don't.
1st and 10 for the Minnesota Vikings from their own 39. Wentz under center, takes a snap, hands it off to Jordan Mason, who gets about 4 yards there. 2nd down.
That's a good run.
There is a flag on the play. The color yellow is already pissing me off.
It's coming back, though.
I'm on the Vikings, but it's still pissing me off. Holding on Donovan Jackson, a rookie 1st-round pick out of, I believe, Michigan. Yeah. You can maybe make the argument that he was just trying to protect himself, but yeah. 1st and 20. Minnesota has the ball at their own 29. Wentz. Didn't think I'll say that name in 2025. Takes a snap. Fake handoff, throws to Jefferson, who catches it off the bubble screen and only gets like 4 yards, so to me, second down. Chargers defense has been all over the place, especially in the run game. But losing Derwin James, that might hurt them. I don't know if he's back in the game yet. They said he was questionable. 2nd and 17 for the Minnesota Vikings. Vikings have it at their own 32. Carson Wentz takes the snap. Wentz is going to throw, and it's caught by who else but Justin Jefferson. I miss you, my brother. 3rd down. Man, we lost to Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt. 3rd and 2 for the Vikings. Man. Justin Jefferson, 8,015 career receiving yards in 84 regular season games. That's nice. 3rd and 2. Vikings have it from their own 48. Thielen in motion.
Batted up in the air, and he
batted up, and it is. Ooh, I think Wentz low key batted it down.
He hurt himself too.
Wentz is holding his arm.
Yeah,
that's not a good sight.
I thought he was gonna try to catch that.
I thought he was too.
So who's their 3rd string?
JJ McCarthy.
Is he healthy?
He's the emergency 3rd QB.
Oh. Okay, so who's their 2nd quarterback then?
So he wouldn't be their backup. He would only come in if something happens to the backup.
What I meant was who's the overall 3rd quarterback? Like who comes in if Carson Wentz gets hurt?
Wait, hold on. The punt is away. Time for the Chargers to score the punt return touchdown.
Another flag.
Nowhere close. Plus a flag. So even if he probably scored, it's probably not even going to matter anyway. I know they had Jaron Hall a couple years ago, but I don't think they have him anymore. Unless they do. Let's see here. All right, well, I mean, Wentz, it's a flag on the Chargers. Let's see. It would be Max Brosman. Bruh, if the Vikings start Max Brosman, this game's over. Are we getting back to prediction time?
Yeah. All right. So next up,
you heard me when I said the Vikings backup QB, right?
You said Max Brosman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I did hear you. All right. Well, we got the Bears going to Baltimore to play the Ravens, and I think did I hear right that Lamar is going to be back?
I'm hearing stuff that he might not be ready, but I'm also hearing stuff that he might be ready.
This one's tough, honestly, because a lot of it really just depends on a lot of my opinion of this game depends if Lamar plays. Because if Lamar doesn't play, then the Bears are going to run away with this one. The Bears are having a good season. If Lamar does play, as good as the Bears are playing, it just feels like a game the Ravens are destined to win if Lamar plays.
Yeah, I picked the Bears to win 39-16 because I'm going strictly if Lamar doesn't play.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Bears too. I'm gonna hedge that a little bit and say if Lamar does play, I think it's more likely that the Ravens win. But I still think there's enough of a possibility that even with Lamar, the Bears win. So since I think overall the probability probably lies in favor of the Bears in that, with all that in mind. All right, so we got the 49ers going to Houston to play the Texans. What you got?
49ers win 39-18.
How much did you say?
39-18.
I thought you said 49-18. I'm like, that's bold.
What?
I thought you said 49-18. I'm like, god damn, dude. I mean, 39. That's a lot, but I definitely think the 49ers are gonna win though. The Texans are garbage.
They are hot, stinky doo-doo.
All right, Cowboys, Broncos. What you got?
Broncos 18-16.
Wrong.
I think you're wrong.
You're wrong. I think the Broncos were lucky to beat the Giants last week. Incredibly lucky to beat the Giants last week. And then you got the Cowboys, who've been looking better lately. Dak Prescott's been looking like a fucking MVP candidate.
Yeah, it's Washington. All right, 1st and 10.
I don't care. Getting the job done that's what matters. And the Broncos got it done against the.
Getting the job is what matters, but you're going to criticize Denver for beating the freaking Giants?
What? No, what I'm saying is what I'm saying is the Cowboys look good and the Broncos got it done in the end, but that game left me really skeptical of them. Whereas, like, you know, the Cowboys didn't look concerning to me against the Commanders at any point in the game.
Hey. 2nd and 7. Herbert from the end zone throws. It's caught by Trey Harris and woo-wee. Isaiah Rodgers is going to blow that up. It's 3rd down. Third and 5. I mean, Carson Wentz still looks like he's going to be ready to play next drive. Chargers, they're on 11. Bro, is that not playing offsides? Whatever. McConkey goes in motion. Herbert takes the snap. Herbert's going to throw. Caught. Low throw, but it's caught by Keenan Allen for a Chargers first down, and they're going to have to run at least one more play before the 2-minute warning. So you know what they're going to do? They're going to kneel the ball.
I somehow don't think that's what they're going to do.
Okay.
It'd be funny if they did. I don't know why the hell you would, but that'd be funny if they did. God, I hate
You're right.
I don't know why it just makes me so mad to see Bobby Hart playing in the NFL. That man lives rent-free in my head.
What?
That man lives rent-free in my head.
It's a play action. Herbert's going to roll out. He's doing all these dances.
God damn it. Got McConkey.
McConkey. He's got a block. McConkey to the 34-yard line.
Herbert, man, that's the talent that people talk about with him.
2-minute warning. So, bro, you hate Bobby Hart that much?
I really, like, it bothers me. What bothers me about Bobby Hart is that A, he sucks, but B, that he's finding relative success in the NFL despite sucking both as a player and as a person. And I just it's like watching Jalen Ramsey win the Super Bowl. Oh wait, fuck.
What?
I did watch that against my team.
Yeah, you did.
That was bad. Like, look, dude, I'm happy for Matt Stafford. I'm honestly happy for Aaron Donald too. Like, those guys deserved it. Jalen Ramsey did not deserve to win a Super Bowl.
I know.
Odell Beckham Jr. probably, like, in the grand scheme, deserved to win a Super Bowl. I don't know if he deserved to win that year, but I think in the grand scheme, he probably deserved a Super Bowl ring of some kind somewhere. But maybe it didn't have to happen that year. But whatever.
I mean, I don't know if he, like, truly deserved to win a Super Bowl,
I'm saying the way he played, you know, his attitude wasn't the best. Especially look at the way he, you know, like, the way he just, like, ran his own way out of Cleveland because he couldn't keep his mouth shut and stuff. But the way he worked hard and he played hard. Like, you got to give him credit for that. Whereas, like, Jalen Ramsey's just a bitch.
He is.
I'm like, he's a talented player, and he sure worked hard to get drafted high, but he's also a bitch.
Yeah. Prediction time?
Yeah, all right. let me catch up with some of these comments real quick. Have to like the hometown/state team. Well, I don't like both of my home state teams. Fuck the Browns. Go Buccaneers. Last season after the bye week, I had 5 Buccaneers on my roster. On your fantasy roster? Is that what you're saying? Okay, and I'm assuming he's talking about, fantasy. Also 4 Broncos, Nix, Williams, Sutton, and the defense.
Oh, that's nice.
I like Javonte Williams. He hasn't always panned out quite like I want for fantasy purposes, but I like him enough. Next game, we got the Titans going to Indianapolis to play the Colts. What's your prediction on that one?
Titans get the upset 28-16.
No. I can't.
First and 10. Herbert on a shotgun.
No, there's no way.
And that's a false start that they don't call. Herbert is going to step up in the pocket. Herbert's going to take off, and he's going to pick up a first down past the 50.
Even if that's true, you've got to do a better job of containing him if you're the Vikings.
Yeah. I could have swore that was false start. That's blatant false start.
Yeah. But again, if you're the Vikings, you got to contain better. That false start had nothing to do with him getting loose like that.
Yeah, Herbert.
There he goes again.
He's going to take off again. Who do you think you are?
Who do you think you are? I am.
Okay.
That's a good quote.
You know, I was watching the Pelicans game last night, and the commentator said something. You know what he said?
What?
Referring to someone's height, he was like, he's 6'7".
I don't even know what that means. And I don't really want you to explain it to me. I'm just expressing that people keep saying that. I'm like, yeah, that's a funny thing that got said. I think, am I old now?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Hey, I'm 16 and I already feel old.
I was keeping up with like, the younger generation, like the generation younger than me, like slang. I was keeping up with Gen Z slang pretty well, but I gotta say this Gen Alpha slang is over my head. Like I don't get any of it. Maybe I am old now. I don't know.
Yeah. Don't tell me I drew an injury. I think it might have did. 2nd and 3. Chargers from inside the Vikings 43. Justin Herbert takes a snap. Herbert's going to throw, and it's caught. Wide open. Ladd, McConkey, first down. Now they're deep in the Minnesota territory. They're on the verge. They might get 6 out of this, or I guess 7 if you assume that they hit the extra point. The Vikings still have all 3 of their timeouts, though, so they could stop the clock on defense, try to get the ball back. Herbert takes a snap. He's going to throw it up, and Keenan Allen tried going up there with one hand, but he can't bring it down with 50 seconds left in the half. 2nd and 10 for the Los Angeles Chargers. All right, Vikings, 20 plays, 69 yards, 3 first downs, 11:24 off the clock. Chargers, 36 plays, 239 yards, 17 first downs, 17:46 off the clock. 2nd and 10, Chargers from the Vikings, 27. Justin Herbert takes a snap. Herbert's going to throw it up, and he's got him, and he's got the touchdown to Ladd McConkey.
All right. All right. Well,
the one who's going to bench him in fantasy. Now he wants to get a touchdown.
Rest in peace, Vikings. I think we're,
Rest in sorrow.
Then again, you know what? It's still the Chargers. Blowing a lead like this at halftime, or blowing a lead like this after halftime, is like the most Chargers thing that's ever happened in history. So don't count your butts just yet.
What's a butt?
Well, you see, when mommies and daddies love each other very much,
What?
I don't know. Poop comes out. They just get nervous and they just start shitting everywhere. I don't know.
That was so. What? He was good, by the way. Scoring 1-3. Kyle, you know what you gotta do, right?
Nothing.
No, you got a big scoreboard.
To what?
To 21-3.
It's already 21-3.
Okay, good. Just making sure you got that.
You don't fucking trust me for some reason.
Hey, I don't trust anybody, bro. It's just you.
I'm mostly joking. I think you have very valid reason not to trust me in this particular area.
Yeah. Right. Man, I don't even trust my own football team. So why would I trust you?
Well, your football team hasn't earned any trust. Like there's a difference.
And you earn trust.
Maybe not with a scoreboard.
Exactly.
I feel like I've earned trust with certain things on this channel. Maybe not with consistency. Like I think I did. I think I did, and then I dropped it.
You remember that one time when you were streaming that Bengals-Ravens team?
What the hell was that kick?
Well, that's a blatant penalty if I've ever
what
seen one.
What on earth was that kick? Hold on a minute. I'm definitely going to respond to what you have to say. But can we get a replay of that kick? Like
he kicked that like he was trying to do an accidental onside kick.
He kicked that like he sneezed and forgot that he was on a football field.
Nah, bro, brother kicked that like he.
Okay, here we go. Look, he got more of a hit on that than I thought. But he kicked it into his own player.
Exactly, the ball bounced off of number 92.
What the fuck?
The Vikings still can't score here. I don't know, hey, bro. How is this team up 21-3? Oh shoot!
Because the Vikings have been that bad today.
Okay, Chargers, let them get a field goal. Let them get a field goal.
Why?
Because if the Chargers score a touchdown without Minnesota scoring anything, you know what the score's going to be?
That didn't help us. It doesn't happen every time.
It still occurs. Wentz throws caught, wide open, Jordan Addison. Let them get the field goal. Let them get the field goal, Vikings. Let them get the field goal.
The Vikings are the team who would be getting the field goal, Mikey.
I know.
You said let them get the field goal, Vikings.
Let them get the field goal. Don't go up no 28-3.
I understand, but I just don't think that that's going to have the result you want it to have.
We always got to take caution. You can't have no bad Atlanta juju on us.
I'll tell you what, the good news is if the Chargers, finish off this game winning at this level, maybe that will improve people's opinions of this particular uniform combination, and they can use this more often.
Okay. 1st and 10, Carson Wentz takes the snap.
Oh, my God.
Wentz is going to take the sack, my brother in Christ.
They're not getting any hope. Is that Jason Owe?
Dafe Owe.
Oh, yeah, that's what he goes by now, Dafe Owe. I didn't realize he was with the Chargers.
Yeah, he got traded a few weeks ago.
Ah.
He got traded the same day Joe Flacco got traded.
Former Baltimore Ravens having a fun week.
But yeah, the day Joe Flacco got traded, Dafe Owe got traded like a couple hours later.
That's probably why I missed it. Because I was so focused on Joe Flacco.
Joey F. Joe Shiesty.
Like, I'll be honest with you, like, even if Joe Flacco sucks the rest of the season, I think I'm still happy I bought that jersey, because it'll always remember that one time we stuck it to the Steelers.
That's nice.
That was a good game. Like, regardless of what happens the rest of the season, I'm not saying it makes the rest of the season worth it, but regardless of what happens the rest of the season, that's still a good game.
2nd and 11. Hawk in motion.
Not good Lord.
Wentz is going to take another sack. How is that grass taste?
This Vikings offensive line, dude. They're just shitting the bed.
3rd down. think the why are the Vikings calling the timeout?
Maybe because they're still believing they're going to do something?
They're not. What kind of dumb faith is this? If you don't, bruh, if you throw an incomplete pass here, Chargers get the ball with 20 seconds. God forbid you throw a pick. No, I actually want you to get the pick. Wait, no. What if the Chargers score a touchdown and go for 2? To avoid the 28-3 collapse. And, bro, if any team's going to blow a 28-3 lead a second time, it's going to be the Chargers. 3rd and 18. Wentz is all day this time. He throws, and Jefferson catches it. He's going to be like a yard shy in my eyes. Yeah, 4th down. They have no timeouts, and they're going to try to run and go for it. Or no, I think they're rushing the field goal team on. They're rushing the field goal team on. All
7, 6, 5, 4, and there's the snap. Kick is up, and he got it, I think. He got it! Oh, it's too short.
It's no good, you son of a gun! Okay.
All right. That was a bit much, but okay.
I don't care. I'm Hurricane Mike for a reason. Well, you thought that name was just a Halloween decoration? All right.
A Halloween decoration?
Huh?
A Halloween decoration?
Yeah. Is that what you thought the name was?
I don't know why it would have been in the first place, but okay.
Exactly. All right, well, it's prediction time after you fix the scoreboard.
I don't want to fix the scoreboard.
Too bad. You always complain about slowing down the game, but if we stay in the second quarter forever, the game's never going to end.
I'm not doing it. I'm not in charge of the game.
Exactly.
Like, I'm not slowing it down by taking my sweet ass time.
Because the thing is, you say you don't want to, which means you want it to be in the second quarter, which means you want the game to be slowed down.
I want the Vikings to have more time to win.
But let the Saints say that, and then you're gonna throw a hissy fit over it.
Well, but no. There's a difference. It would be good for my team.
So if the shoe was on the other foot in 2018, you wouldn't be saying the same stuff you're saying now?
Do you want the actual answer, or do you want my shit-eating answer and me continuing to be an asshole?
I want both.
My genuine answer is no. I would take it on the chin and move along with my life, just like I have with all of the fucking times that the refs have screwed us against the Chiefs, like in that fucking AFC Championship game or in the Super Bowl. Like I mean, I've brought that up a couple of times, but you don't see me out here campaigning to get the rules changed.
And I wasn't one of those two, but hey, you got to keep the same energy. You just got to do it.
You really don't. But I'm just responding to the question that you asked. I'm not saying that in response to you. I'm answering the question that you asked of me.
All right. What was your shitty answer?
Well, the shitty answer is just the same shit I've been saying. Like, fuck you, of course. Like, of course I would. Because it's different. Because it's my team. And my team's more important.
Count the rings, buddy. Okay, now it's prediction time.
Sorry, you mispronounced it. It's pronounced ring. One ring. You guys won almost 20 years ago.
Exactly. And
like, I mean,
you can say
it is, but it's not that much more than we can say. Like, that was a while ago. You weren't even
given y'all 16 years to catch up.
So what's your excuse for not having won 1 cent? Y'all have had 16 years to like race even farther ahead, and make it more relevant.
Well, there's a difference. You see, it's called bad defense. Okay, let's get that out the way.
Well, we've had a lot of that too.
It's called bad luck. Let's get that out the way.
We've had that
it's
too.
It's called the referees being a-holes. Let's get that out the way.
We had that too.
It's called Drew Brees retiring on us. Let's get that out the way.
We didn't have that one.
It's called Dennis Allen being our head coach. Let's get that out the way. It's called having freaking Derek Carr's your quarterback. Like, there's a bunch of reasons why we ain't win one since.
Well, we had Andy Dalton.
We had him too.
For a much shorter period of time. And we had him for like almost 10 years.
And we had him for like maybe 10 games.
Right. All right, next game. Let's see. So it's Packers Steelers. Now that's regardless of your opinion of these two teams, and obviously mine is very strong. But that's going to be a very, very fun to watch football game, I think. Now, maybe not for me. I might be too stressed. Just like, please Packers, fucking beat them. But at the same time, it'll still be a fun to watch game from a neutral standpoint.
Oh, the Ravens signed Carl Lawson. That's nice.
They did. They signed Carl who?
Lawson.
God damn. Like, that's so fucking desperate. That guy sucks, dude.
Oh, I thought you were saying that because you wanted the Bengals to pick him or something.
The Bengals. He used to play for the Bengals. We drafted him.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. He was.
Oh, that's nice.
He was actually. He actually got off to a really good start with us. Like, I was like, it was looking like he was going to be like the next big thing, like defensive end wise for the Bengals, but he just fell off.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Packers Steelers, you said.
Yeah.
I got Packers winning 22-19.
All right. I also think the Packers are going to win. The Steelers defense is just really struggling lately. Don't get me wrong, the Bengals have a ton of weapons, and Joe Flacco is competent, which Jake Browning can't say, so maybe that has something to do with it. But it's not just the Bengals game. Like, the Steelers defense has kind of on and off been struggling all year.
That's nice.
So with an efficient Packers offense, it feels like this is. I would be pretty surprised if the Packers don't win this game. Let's just put it that way. But then again, Mike Tomlin is a voodoo wizard. So I don't know. Commanders Chiefs, the Monday Night Football game.
Chiefs win 20-18. Wait, did we do Eagles Giants?
What?
We didn't do Eagles Giants yet.
No, we started and then we didn't finish, but we'll get to them next. I'm also gonna take the Chiefs. The Commanders, like, Jaden Daniels hurt again, so like it's not looking good there.
Marcus Mariota, rise.
Is it? Are there any other games we missed other than obviously the Bengals game and the Saints game? 'Cause it feels like we should have more to go, but I'm not seeing any that we missed.
Let's see. We did Dolphins. Did that one. We didn't do Eagles.
Yeah.
I think the only one's the Eagles game.
Okay. All right. So who do you think is going to win this game?
Eagles win 17-15.
I agree. Didn't the Eagles already lose to the Giants this year?
Good memory.
Yeah. So it feels to me like they're not going to sweep the Eagles. Like, that's just, especially the way they dropped that game against the Broncos. Like, they've got no momentum going into this game.
Even we beat the Giants.
Yeah, so Eagles, I think. Yeah, I don't think I'm even really that concerned about it at all. All right, next game. Buccaneers going to New Orleans to play the Saints in the Superdome.
Saints win 33-27.
Wrong.
Shut up.
I think you know that you're wrong.
No.
Okay. Well, the correct answer is the Buccaneers, but you're allowed to pick the Saints and be wrong if you want. Okay. And then the most important game of the week, obviously. We've got the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the New York Jets at home in what many are calling the Joe Flacco revenge game.
Yeah, I got Jets winning this one, 26-17.
Do you actually? Are you fucking with me, or do you actually have the Jets winning this game?
I have the Jets winning. They can't lose them all, right?
Like, listen. I admit that there is an uncomfortable level of possibility that the Bengals could blow this fucking football game. It just
Remember
feels like
Mike
a thing the Bengals would do. I'm very aware of Mike White.
He's on the Bengals now.
I am aware of that as well. I don't think it just after all that momentum they picked up against the Steelers, man, like it just feels like they're ready to get back on track. And they don't really have a lot of room for error for getting back on track, so I don't know. It feels to me like all signs are pointing toward the Bengals winning this football game. So I'm gonna take the Bengals. But if they don't win this game, man, I don't know if I'll pick them again at all this year. You know, I said that after the what was it, the Lions game? You know, the Packers game. I said that after the Packers. I said that after the Packers game that I wouldn't pick the Bengals again this year until they prove something to me. Well, they proved something to me against the Steelers, so I'm willing to pick them against the worst team in the NFL right now. But if they blow this one, then I don't know if I have any faith left again. Like, even if they still go on a streak, I don't know if I'll pick them again this year because I would just be too burned at that point. So I'm gonna pick them. The Saints are not gonna win.
Fun fact, though, I one time had a dream after the 2022 season, and I still remember this, where I don't know if you remember in Week 18 the Saints played the Panthers that year, where the Panthers beat us 10-7, and the only player that scored a touchdown in that game was Michael Jordan. And yes, I did not stutter. I remember, like a few days later, I had this dream where the Saints were the ones kicking the field goal. And I remember I woke up and I was like, "We won!" And I was like, "What just happened?" That was so awkward. Even my mom came in to see if I was okay.
When I had brain surgery, I asked if the Bengals. The first thing I asked when I came out of the surgery room, because I was like all doped up on Oxycontin and morphine and all sorts of like just this crazy ass cocktail. The very first thing I asked my mom was, "Did the Bengals make it to the Super Bowl?" And she told me, "No, Kyle. They went 4-12 this year."
So wait, I thought your mom didn't watch football.
My mom's not a gigantic football fan, but she's like my dad's just as big of a Bengals fan as I am. So she knew what the Bengals record was. She knew how the Bengals did. She's aware enough of that kind of stuff, and she doesn't really go out of her way to watch football, but she does like the Bengals. I think she mostly cares about football for my dad's sake. I don't think she would do it independently on her own, but she does have some level of paying attention.
The Saints suck.
They sure do. Then why did you pick them?
I must find the Rams.
What?
This is the Rams' fault.
The Saints suck?
Yes.
I don't think it is.
No, it is.
I mean,
they put the curse on us.
What curse?
Ever since Drew Brees retired, all they had to do was beat the 49ers. The 49ers.
I think you might be starting to slip mentally.
All they had to do was beat the 49ers. We would have been in the playoffs in 2021. But ever since that day, we haven't made the playoffs. I blame Matthew Stafford. Okay, back to reality now. Suck it, Rams. Am I the only one that finds it odd that Jalen Ramsey has the word Rams in his name and he used to play for the Rams? Did anybody else ever notice that?
Well, he got his start with the Jaguars, so I don't know if that's like he signed as a free agent with the Rams, so I don't know if it's
no, he was traded first of all. And second
he was traded. That's right. You are right about that. He was traded to the Rams.
But the thing is, I just found it so hilarious that he literally had the word Rams in his name. It's like he was destined to be a Rams player.
I remember when the Rams made that trade too, and everybody thought that the Rams were like kind of crazy for taking such a big swing because it didn't really feel like the Rams were like ready for that step. And then they end up winning a Super Bowl. And I will say it's not to no credit to Jalen Ramsey did they win that Super Bowl. Like he was awful in that game.
Kick is away, field it like a 5, goes to the 10 for the touchdown, to the 20, gets it to the 30.
To the touchdown.
Yeah.
There's no touchdown.
It was a wishful thinking moment.
Well, here's going to be another pick 6 for Herbert.
No.
Even if they did, they'd still be super behind.
That's the scoreboard, Kyle. Now.
No.
Yes.
You're not my real mom.
No, but I am your father.
No.
I am today.
No.
Hell no. During these streams, I have to basically be your babysitter when it comes to the scoreboard.
Yeah. I'm not going to disagree with that one.
Chargers, result of possessions. Touchdown, missed field goal, touchdown. If they would have made the field goal, we wouldn't have to watch it be 28-3. 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line. What if Bobby Hart scores a touchdown? Hand off up to the bottom first down. Yo, Kyle, how would you react if Bobby Hart ends up scoring a touchdown?
I think that would just break my brain. Like, I don't think I would be able to... I don't think I'd have much of an opinion. I'd be like, huh, that's weird.
Like,
I think that's the only thing I would feel. It's just, that's weird.
Like, they run the ball, you fumble ball, Bobby Hart falls on it in the end zone.
That would... I guess that would be less weird, and I'd probably have more room for being pissed off, but... whatever. That's nice run blocking there.
2nd down. Well, this game for the end early, folks. But hey, I'm all for it. 2nd and 1. Second and 1 for the Chargers. Chargers have it at the 43-yard line of Minnesota. Hands it off to Vital, who gets stuffed at the line. It's going to be 3rd down. Maybe even loses half a yard, depending on where they put the ball at. That's not even Vital. That's Jarrett Patterson. Now Vital's coming back into the game. Or Vidal, or whatever this man's name is. Vital, you better take your Vitals. 3rd and 1. But really, with the real mom comment, are you serious?
Yes. You heard me.
That literally makes no sense. 3rd and 1, Herbert under center. Herbie does a play action. Herbie's going to roll out, throw it to a wide open Vidal, and he gets a 1st down because the Vikings defense is a bunch of cream cheese people. 1st down, Chargers. I guarantee you Minnesota's winning. Jim would be all in this chat right now. Guarantee you that. That was a great play call by Greg Roman. Especially with a 175-year-old Harrison Smith out there. 1st and 10. Hand off. Kamani Vidal gets stuck in the backfield by Mr. Somebody, number 55. It's 2nd down. Second and 13 for the Chargers. Brian Flores calling up that defense that is a bunch of canned cheese people, and I hope they suffer. Right. Chargers have it inside the 36-yard line. Trey Harris motions out. Herbie takes a snap. No, he doesn't. Herbie fakes taking the snap again. Herbie takes a snap this time. Herbie throws. Caught over the middle. Ladd McConkey. Is it just me, or every time Ladd McConkey catches the ball, he tries to pull a Tyler Lockett? Third down. It's like every time he catches the ball, he just tries to hit the ground. The Vikings today have ran 24 plays, so the Chargers have picked up 20 first downs. That's a stat to watch. The Chargers are about to have more first downs than the Vikings have plays. 3rd and 2. Chargers have it at the 25-yard line. And did someone call a timeout? Yeah. Chargers, I believe, called their first timeout of the half, aka the game. Al Michaels and Herb Herbstreit. All right, Herbert is looking a little bit too happy. Six, seven. See, I just gave up on the scoreboard. I just said that it might not be 100% up to date. Amen, Jeff. And see, that's why I gotta watch him. You know, you're a little clumsy when it comes to the scoreboard. Third and 2. Play clock running down. Herbert takes a snap. Herbie's going to roll out to his left. He basically drew pressure there, and he's going to have to throw it incomplete. If he threw it better, like, I don't even know why Herbert did that. Honestly, you Chargers, I say go for it because, like, bro, you're already up 21-3. Wait, no. If they score a touchdown, it's going to be 28-3. Oh, no. Not 28-3. Darn. God darn it. Okay, they're kicking the field goal. That's good. 43-yard kick for Dicker the kicker. You better make this kicker. You better make this kicker. Kick is up.
Ooh. Ooh, he almost missed that one, but he got it. All right.
So now there's no way we could get 28-3 unless the Chargers somehow get 2 safeties, which is definitely not happening.
You never know.
Bro, if the Chargers get 2 safeties and it's 28-3, you know how weird or how.
And then what if the Vikings win after that?
Excuse me for a moment.
Sounded like you weren't really a particularly big fan of that one. All right. Jeffy likes sports says, I just gave up on the scoreboard. I accept that it might not be 100% up to date. I'm doing mostly better with it lately. Like I said, I got myself backed up today, so I have had to. I'm trying to like knock something out while I'm in the middle of this. So luckily we've got Mikey here. If if it was just me, I might have had to actually cancel tonight. But at least on my own streams, I'm getting a little bit better about being on top of it. But it's hard when I'm so invested in the games themselves, you know. So like Tom Grossi does a great job of it, but I think we can all agree that Tom Grossi is a little bit more practiced at this than I am. But you know, at least you're here. I am here. I try to be as consistent as I can. You know, plus I enjoy hanging out with everybody. It's, you know, part of why I keep doing the YouTube channel. I just enjoy hanging out with you guys and watching football. And you know, we commit to being here on Thursdays and doing a podcast. And by the way, speaking of podcast stuff, I'm not sure if we have enough time to talk about this right now because it looks like we're about to come back to the game. But apparently Logan Wilson requested a trade from the Bengals, so we are about to get back to the game. But we'll talk about that in a little bit.
Kickers away, bounces up, return from the end zone.
Ooh, he's bouncing around back there too.
There's a flag.
Yeah, that's gonna be holding. That's gonna be holding. That's coming back.
Illegal good return team. Because I feel like if you get a return more than 40 yards, it's always a penalty. Holding on Minnesota. You know, we made our teacher accidentally say 6'7" today.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Because we were like, yo, what week is it in the NFL season? He was like, 6, 7? And he didn't even mean to do that. Yeah. 1st and 10. Trust me, our school, we've been talking about football all the time as well. And basketball, too. The pitch, he kind of bobbled it, but Jordan Mason's trying to go the other way, and he can't go nowhere. J.J. McCarthy, 4th quarter versus Chicago in week 1, 87 yards and 2 touchdowns. And every other week, or every other quarter he played against Atlanta was trash. Second and 12 for Minnesota. J.J. McCarthy is suited up just in case something happens to Wentz and the backup, which is a Brosmer. Play action. Wentz faces pressure from Mack. Throws. Called by Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones gets past the blocking. And it takes the Vikings first down. There is a flag, though, and it's a late flag, and Aaron Jones is pissed, so. Chargers player pointing this way, which of course he's going to do that, but I don't see any Vikings player trying to, like, have an argument with him. Subject, baby. Man. See you put up? That's Khalil Mack. I'm surprised you're calm. Usually when I pick you up, you act like I'm about to kill you. 1st and 10. Carson Wentz takes a snap. Wentz throws.
I'm not sure.
What was that?
I don't know what the hell he was doing there, man.
Intended for Eurosec.
Eurosec.
Why is that funny to you, Kyle?
It sounds like Eurosac.
Oh, I thought you were about to say something else.
What did you think I was going to say?
I'm not going to say it because it's gross and it's for adults.
Well, what I said was kind of gross and for adults.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like sack, as in like quarterback gets sack.
I meant like ball sack.
Oh, okay. I was thinking of the thing that makes babies.
That's kind of. I don't know. We don't have to continue with this conversation
I
because I'm
know.
pretty sure that's what I was talking about too. But whatever.
I mean, hey, you're the one that brought up the conversation, so don't be mad at me for that.
I just thought it was a funny name. Forgive me. I'm 12 at heart.
And I'm 16 right now. And plus, age is just a number. 3rd and 5 for the Minnesota Vikings. Vikings have it. Carson Wentz takes a snap. Wentz faces a little bit of pressure, and he's going to go down to the ground. Man, he's been taking turf all day. I think he might have re-injured his hand. Yeah, I doubt Wentz finishes this game. And I'm not saying he's going to get hurt. I think they're going to have to pull him because he's getting murdered back there. He's literally a dead man walking at this point. Oh, he fumbled that too, but he fell right back on him. Wentz looks like he's in pain. He looks like he's about to cry. He looks like me whenever I watch my teams lose. Runs away. Fair caught at around the 15 by Darius Davis. And he just throws the ball up in the air. 7:03 to go in the third. Chargers with the football. Justin Herbert going to take reign of the possession when we come back from the commercial break.
I guess it's kind of a weird week to request a trade. It's not that weird.
I mean, the trade deadline's like, what, next week?
That's what I'm saying. Like, it feels like the perfect time to request a trade, actually. Like, you know, like here's the thing. Like, even if the Bengals turn their season around, Logan Wilson got benched. That's why he requested a trade, because he's not any good anymore, and he's playing like garbage. Part of the reason our defense is bad is because our linebackers have completely fallen apart. Jermaine Pratt requested a trade because he wasn't playing very good anymore, and now Logan Wilson's like, oh, I don't want to be here anymore either. It's because you're not any good. I'm sorry, but Logan Wilson's really taken a step back. At one time we had one of the best linebacker cores in the NFL, but then just Jermaine Pratt and Logan Wilson just completely forgot how to play football. I don't. It's annoying, but I mean, if Logan Wilson wants out, then Logan Wilson wants out. That's fine. You know, like Barrett Carter has been just as effective as him, and I mean he's making a lot of rookie mistakes, but so is Logan Wilson. He's not a rookie. Demetrius Knight, I really like his potential. He's been kind of also up and down, but he's a rookie. That stuff will happen. And then you got what's that? The guy we got from the Eagles, Oren Burks. Oren Burks is a pretty solid backup at this point. So, I mean, I think trading Logan Wilson makes perfect sense. If he wants, that also makes perfect sense for him too. Like, he's not going to start here, and even if the Bengals get their shit together this season, it's not going to be because of Logan Wilson, and he's probably going to be watching from the bench while he does it. So it's definitely in his best interest to request a trade. I think it's in the Bengals' best interest to give him a trade. I mean, he's solid. He's solid depth, but if he's not willing to be there for the depth, then I mean, go try to get a 4th or a 5th round pick for him or something. I don't know.
I mean, look, I love Demario Davis to death, but we ain't winning. So hey, you give me a 3rd round pick and a pack of bubble gum, you can have Demario Davis.
That's actually a fair point. If you want to just
Logan Wilson.
You want Logan Wilson?
I'll take him, because it's really like a it's really like a low risk, high reward situation for the Saints.
Yeah, I mean, y'all can have like a 5th round. That's an interception.
And it's intercepted by Josh Metellus.
Yep, that's going to put the Vikings in super good field position too. Unless
the ball hit the ground that we didn't see.
Is this the beginning of the chargering?
No.
You don't know that.
Justin Herbert, if you sell this game, I will sell your soul. You don't deserve Madison Field. That ball did get tipped, though. Let's see though the ball at the ground. That's what I'm trying to see because you never know. The angle might have been differently. I'm trying to see the ball at the ground. No, he secured it that time. I think. Hold up. Yeah, he got that. However, but yeah, Kyle, like I was saying, I would take Logan Wilson, and I'm not saying that Logan Wilson's gonna be like a game changer on this defense, but like, I think bring him in. It's like you really got nothing to lose. Like you're 1-6, so if anything, you maybe get Logan Wilson. I'm assuming he's still on his rookie deal, so you can get Logan Wilson. And if he works out, great. If he doesn't, all right, cool. 1st and 10, hand off to Jordan Mason. I was about to say Jordan Addison, but it's 2nd down. Second down for the Minnesota Vikings coming up. Kaylee Hartung reporting. For what that's worth. Vikings have it inside the Chargers 23. 2nd and 6. Wentz and Mason are talking about something. Carson Wentz takes a snap. Wentz looking. He's going to throw it to a wide open Hawkinson, and that's going to get them at like the 7-yard line for a 1st down. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Minnesota Vikings, and there is no flag, so it's 1st and goal. 49 Winers need a linebacker bad. Oh, the 49ers need a linebacker bad. Yeah, I mean, Fred Warner, he's out for the season. So, I mean, I think the 49ers are definitely a top team to probably trade for a linebacker like Demario Davis or Logan Wilson. Carson Wentz, 12 for 19, 126 yards as of right now. 1st and goal for the Vikings. Vikings have it the the 8. Wentz is going to flick it. Chargers are running like it's a fumble. The clock, they're letting this play. To the 50.
I don't think that was a fumble.
Okay. Touchdown Chargers. I thought
apparently
the ball was on forward.
It's definitely on the floor. I don't agree with that. I think they're going to overturn this probably. It's Carson Wentz is like, yeah, it was definitely not a fumble.
Yeah. If anything, I think that's probably more of a sack than it's not.
Yeah, well, his knee's down. That's what I'm saying.
I think it's more of a sack than a fumble.
Exactly. It's definitely a sack.
But even if his knee wasn't down, it would be incomplete anyway. So.
I will say, I'm not sure what the hell he thinks he's doing there.
I think he tried to avoid the sack, but he took the sack anyway.
You got to be out of your mind, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, the knee was down. And it's not like a Jared Goff situation where if you remember last year, Goff's knee was down, but they still gave him the 1st down because he wasn't touched by a Packer. But that situation, he was down by contact. So yeah. So, good news for Minnesota, they still get the ball. So, could be worse. All right, 2nd and goal for the Vikings. If that was a fumble, though, that would have been so bad. You have a chance to make a 2-score game. Instead, you just give the Chargers more points to that lead. They have the ball at the Chargers 15. They're going to hand it off to Aaron Jones for whatever reason. And he gets, like, maybe a yard or 2. A Chargers player just smacked the ball out of the hands of Aaron Jones while he was on the ground. That was funny. 3rd and goal for the Minnesota Vikings. And just like that, leave it up to the Vikings to waste good field position. 3rd and goal. See if any magic happened, which hopefully the magic's dead. Like, so dead. 3rd and goal. Vikings have it inside the Chargers 14. Carson Wentz throws it, and it is. Aaron Jones tried going for a one-hander, and then it almost got picked off, but it ended up falling incomplete out of bounds anyway. So it's 4th and goal. So good news for the Chargers after that terrible turnover. They only hold them to 3 points. Let's see, Aaron Jones, I feel like, hold on. Honestly, if he goes up with 2 hands, he maybe catches that. Will Reicher on the field for a 32-yard attempt. Block it. Kick is up. No, right down the middle. All right, 24-6. Kyle, you know what you got to do, buddy. Now.
Well, it's not 28-3.
24-6. But if you're in Minnesota, that is like, I mean, I understand points are points, but it's like, that's not what you needed there. You needed a touchdown that drive. I wonder how Tim Tebow's doing now. All right. Little Caesars commercial. I expected the Vikings to put up a better fight than this. Yeah, I mean, hey, I had them winning this game. I didn't trust the Chargers going into it, but hey, I guess the Chargers ain't that bad, right?
I don't even know. You can't even really fucking tell at this point, honestly.
Yeah, it's like this week they'll beat the freaking Vikings, and next week they'll lose to the freaking Jets or somebody. I don't even know if they're playing the Jets next week. I don't know, but they'll do some bullcrap.
Twelve men on the field.
Ooh, that was 12 men on the field
Mm-hmm.
that they missed. I mean, would it even have mattered? Okay, well, it's 4th and goal. Are they going for it now? So, okay, take away the 3 points, Kyle. Take it away.
All right.
Now I'm giving you permission to take away the 6. All right. Wave it off, because that's what the refs did.
Yep.
4th and goal, so I guess they're going for it now. I mean, I guess. I mean, if you're Minnesota, you really got nothing to lose because I think you need a touchdown. Yep, Vikings offense is staying out there. Or, well, now they're back on the field after the flag. 4th and goal from the Chargers' 9-yard line. This is not no, like, tush-push type of play. Because, you know, you need 9 yards. Carson Wentz takes a snap. Wentz, he's going to get sacked. Turnover on downs. There is a flag, though. There's a flag. This might be defensive hold. More laundry. Chargers are celebrating, but that doesn't really mean nothing. Henley is now, he looks pissed. Yeah, I think he's going to be on the Chargers. More laundry. That was a beautiful play by the Chargers that probably got to be wiped out. Let's see what they call. It's illegal contact on Benjamin Saint Booty Juice. Bro, that's some weak. Bro, I don't know about that call. Let me see. Okay, yeah, that is a goal. I didn't see the hand fighting that first. I like him. Yeah, that's a penalty. Well, first down Vikings after the penalty. Talk about luck, bro. Vikings 7 penalties, 49 yards. Chargers have 4 penalties for 31 yards. First and goal for the Vikings inside the Chargers 5-yard line. The Vikings have had the ball inside the 10-yard line for like 6 minutes, it feels like. Low snap.
Touchdown.
Play action. Wentz throws. Touchdown, Jordan Addison.
Got him in the back there.
Gets by the defense for the touchdown. Bro, the Chargers, if the Chargers blow this game.
This is where the comeback starts.
No.
Yes.
No.
It'd be funny if they blew this game, dude.
Bro, this is the same team that blew a 27-0 lead in the playoffs to a Trevor Lawrence-led Jaguars team who was getting coached by Doug Peterson. Bro, you can never trust these Chargers. Funny enough, their head coach during that game was Brandon Staley, and now Brandon Staley's on our team, messing stuff up. So. All right, Will Reichard out here for the kick. Kick is up. It curved for a minute, but it is good. It is 24-10. And Kyle, you know what you gotta do. Unfortunately.
Watch the Vikings come back and win this football game?
No.
Yeah.
Why would you even say that?
Because that would help me, personally.
No, it wouldn't. Okay, what about this? What if the Chargers win this game, but they lose every other game? Can we agree on that? Let's see. The funny thing is I've been typing in Mike's chat thinking, damn, no one showed up to college chat. It's falling off. Oh. No, that was my chat. I'm not really that popular on YouTube. So, what is news, Fez? I could have told you that the Vikings would suck without Darnold, but damn, they stink. Yeah, they definitely suck without Darnold, but I don't even think Darnold would help this team right now. I mean, maybe he did help that team win 14 games last year, but it's like, bro, they're just. I think this is proof that you need a good quarterback and a good coach. A lot of people were saying that Kevin O'Connell made Sam Darnold good, but I think in order to be good, you need a good coach and a good quarterback. Like, Kevin O'Connell, I think, is a good coach, but I don't think Carson Wentz is that good of a quarterback anymore. Because you got people saying Kevin O'Connell can work with anybody, and that's obviously not true. Joe Alt tonight, 1 pressure allowed on 16 matchups versus Jonathan Grenard. Joe Alt this season, 6.7% pressure rate allowed, 7th lowest among offensive linemen. Oh, Richard, yeah. 1st and 10 for the Chargers with 4:31 to go in the third quarter. Chargers, Herbert is going to be under center from their own 27. Herbert takes a snap, hands off to Kamani Vital. Gets like 2 yards. It's going to be 2nd down with the Chargers. All right, Justin Herbert, 16 for 22, 212 yards, 2 touchdowns and an interception. Kamani Vital, 16 rushes, 47 yards and a touchdown. And Lab McConkey, 6 receptions, 88 yards and a touchdown. Those are the 3 players that headline the Chargers offense right now. 2nd and 8. Chargers have it inside their own 29.
Falling off? What do you mean, Richard?
Herbert takes a snap. Herbert is going to throw, and he misses Vital. What you say?
Richard's over here saying I fell off. Like, you know, there's plenty of people in my chat, Richard. I don't know what you're talking about there.
No, that's because he was in my stream, and nobody is in my stream, so that's why he said.
Oh, he's saying you've fallen off.
No, he said the funny thing is that he's been typing in my chat thinking, damn, no one showed up to college chat because he thought he was in your chat.
So he's saying he thought you fell off.
No, he thought you fell off.
He thought
because nobody was in my chat, but he thought my chat was your chat.
Oh, okay. I interpret that as him talking shit. Okay, never mind then.
3rd and 8. Justin Herbert is going to step up, throws, caught, Keenan Allen.
That's actually funny, Richard.
First down. There's a flag though.
Yeah, that's gonna be holding.
Yeah, the ref did this. I saw that. So, yeah, it's gonna be holding on somebody. What if it's on Bobby Hart?
No, he false starts. That's his gimmick.
Oh, false start Hart. Bobby false start Hart. Oh, it's holding on the Vikings anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
On Byron Murphy Jr. That's why you were a junior, not a senior. Let's see.
That was entirely. I mean, that's why Herbert wasn't going to be able to get him the ball. That's part of the problem. Like that play kind of started breaking down because of that. Not that it ended up really mattering, but
you have to let the receiver run the route. 1st and 10, hands off up the middle to Kamani Vital, and he breaks free. Vital, he looked like he could go, and he's still running. Gets it across the 45. They're about the 43 for Chargers 1st down. And the Chargers actually have fans. Oh, my God. What a sight. First and 10. Vital today, 17 rushes, 65 yards, and a touchdown. First and 10. Chargers have it inside. Right. Oh, that's going to be false start.
Yep.
False start. Oh, it's on the Chargers. Is it on Vital? I think. Nope, it's on Joe Alt. They call it false start on Joe Alt. With 3 minutes to go in the third quarter, false start on Alt. Vikings defense last week versus Philadelphia allowed 45 rushing yards, season low, but tonight they've already allowed 123 rushing yards. Where was that run defense tonight? No, and I'm okay with that. First and 15. Vikings have it inside the Chargers have it inside the 50. Trey Harris in motion, hands it off to Vital, and Vital picks up first down, and he's still going across the 30 to about the 27, 28, something like that. First down Chargers. Let's go. Picked up the way more than the penalty yards and way more than a first down. I'm talking about Chargers. Now they're running the ball down Minnesota's throat. They started both teams started struggling running the ball to start the game. Now the Chargers are getting somewhere. Trey Harris, that was a good block on Rodgers. First and 10. Chargers have it at the Vikings 28. They're driving right now. Herbert under center. Herbert takes a snap, hands it off up the middle to Vital. And, hey, he still fought. Or that's not Vital. That is Jared Patterson. He fought hard. And there's Bobby Hart. It's second down with the Chargers. Vital today, 18 rushes, 86 yards, and a touchdown. Second and 5. Chargers have it at the Vikings 23. Scott that's not Malak. Malak is 44. So it's going to be a handoff to, is that Vital or Patterson? That is, it doesn't matter. You got nothing. That's Patterson. And he got literally nothing. All right, well, Vital's checking back into the game. It's third down. He had to get his Vitals checked. Okay, Brian Forrest, do not look at me like that. You look so creepy when you look like that. Third down. 3rd and 4 for the Minnesota Vikings. Or no, it's Chargers. Stupid little Mikey. You so stupid. Have anybody noticed how Quentin Johnson's gotten 0 targets today? McConkey in motion. Herbert takes a snap. Herbert is going to step up. Herbert's going to run it, and he's going to get the edge for the first down. And Quentin Johnson, bro, he's had a solid season, but today he's got no targets. I have not said his name once. First and 10. Ooh, and Quentin Johnson was also open for a touchdown, but Herbert ran it himself. I mean, it's a first down, but, he could have had a touchdown if he threw the ball to Johnson. That could have been his first catch of the game. That could have been his first target of the game for a touchdown. All right, Kyle, you know what you got to do.
All right.
End of the third quarter, Chargers with a 14-point lead over the Vikings, 24-10. And Minnesota should be grateful that it's still a 14-point game. Vikings run D looks worse than the Bengals. How do you feel about that, Kyle? You think that's accurate?
Worse than the Bengals run D, or just worse than the Bengals defense in general?
He said run D. So.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think it's worse. I think the Bengals run defense is not the biggest problem on their defense. I think the secondary and their ability to literally fucking cover anybody is the biggest problem. The run defense is not great, but it's better than the coverage, I think.
Oh, that's nice. Let's go, Saints. This is a game where the score does not represent how not close this game has been. Yeah, like it's a 14-point game on the score, but if you've been watching this game's never been close. But it's weird. If that pick six would have counted on the first drive of the game, it could be a different ballgame. I think the Vikings probably would be winning right now if that pick six would have counted. Because you'd have to take away a touchdown from the Chargers and add a touchdown to Minnesota. So it would be a tie ball game right now if nothing else happens. All right, down to the fourth quarter in SoFi. Vikings have 18 rushing yards, and I repeat, 18 rushing yards going into the fourth quarter. But the Chargers have 158 rushing yards. First and 10 for the Chargers, a chance to basically put this one to bed. Chargers have the ball at the Vikings 14. Now, I knew this game was going to be dog water, but you know. Play action. Herbert's going to roll out. Herbert's going to run up to the inside, and he's just going to slide down around the 10. The Vikings, bro, they need to put some contains out because Herbert's been running all over them. Second down. Like, and it's not like these are big runs. Like, he runs for like 4 yards sometimes, but like other times he breaks free for a first down. So it's like the Vikings run D really can't stop Herbert or anybody else. Greg Roman, Chargers offensive coordinator, has done a great job today. Chargers current drive, 9 plays for 62 yards. This is how he bounced back after the interception. Second and 7. Chargers have the ball inside the Vikings 12. It's going to be a pitch to Vital. Vital gets the outside.
Almost got it.
I don't know. I think he was out of bounds a yard
No,
at the one.
he didn't get it. I was saying he got close.
Yeah. He got out of bounds at the 1, first and goal. But it's basically for matter of when they're going to score, rather than if he's going to score. The Vikings' run defense is playing soft, so soft. I keep thinking that's Austin Eckler because Eckler used to wear number 30 for the Chargers. First and goal inside the 2. Nope. Hands it off to Vital, the Vikings stumped on that play.
The run blocking just got absolutely shredded on that one. Like, I don't know who's on the left side for the Chargers.
Joel.
That's a learning experience for him.
I know he's their left tackle. Vikings run D couldn't stop a high school running back tonight. Boy, they stopped an NFL running back on that play at least. And there's an injured Viking. That's not good. No. I know my stepbrother said he wanted to play running back in college, but then he's like, you know what, I'm not going to do it because he played cornerback in high school, but he wanted to play running back in college. But when he realized that was not a possibility, he was like, you know what, I'm just going to go to LSU to be a student. All right. He's still down too. Who's that? Is that Grenard? I think
it's Jonathan Grenard, yeah.
That sucks. He's one of their better players, man. This is the 6th season, 37 sacks, 56 tackles for loss, and 70 QB hits. 2024 Pro Bowl selection for what that's worth. Yeah, that sucks. He's one of their better players, too. He's the only one that can really try to stop the run. Second and goal. He is walking off the field in his own power, so that's nice, I guess. So hopefully it's not that bad. Second and goal. All right, now he's jogging and running. So, okay, I think he probably will be good to go for the next time. Looks good, Jupiter. All right, second and goal at the 1 yard line, and that's gonna be a flag. Too many men on the Vikings. Mikey, did you see Tulane had a better chance to make playoffs than LSU? How? How, bro? Tulane's not even ranked, bro. It's like, look, and I love Tulane, but it's like, bro, LSU, man. But hey, I don't blame the committee for dropping LSU the way that they did. Let's go driving skate. How are you guys doing? I'm doing good, Kyle. Or I'm doing good driving skate. Now, Kyle, answer his question, man. What?
I'm Kyle.
Touchdown Chargers. Or there's fun. I know. But driving skate 20 said, how you guys doing? So I said, I'm doing good. How about you, Kyle? How are you doing? You gotta answer this question. False start on the Chargers.
That sure is.
You gonna answer his question or just leave him in silence?
I thought you misspoke. I didn't realize he was actually talking to me.
He said, how you guys doing?
Oh, well, I'm doing pretty damn good. I'm kind of hungry right now, but, you know.
I'm doing great because the Vikings are losing.
Yeah, I was hoping the Vikings might take this game, but I'll be honest, I don't really have a dog in this fight. Like, you know, it's not a pro Vikings thing. It's more of a I want the Chargers to lose for the Bengals' sake type of thing. Like,
Herbert rolls out, Herbert.
But it's clearly not happening at this point.
Touchdown! The rookie Trey Harris.
But hey, I'm streaming on YouTube, so I mean, like that's just a pretty fun thing to do anyway, right?
I hope the Chargers didn't give everyone age well in time. Yeah. All right, now Jim's in the chat. Yes, I know Vikings suck. No defense or a quarterback. You should know, Mike, being an Aints fan. Yeah.
At least he's self-aware.
The thing is, though, we looked better lately than we have in previous years somehow. And yet we're 1-6, which makes no damn sense. But, all right. And Jeff says, we're the Cleveland Browns. I mean, I'm self-aware too, man. We're garbage, but it's okay. Y'all understand we get the third overall pick this year, and we got the difference maker to make our team not trash next year. You know what? As much crap as I've given Mickey Loomis over the years, well deserved. But at least I can say he actually admits that we went into a rebuild mode. And sometimes you just gotta embrace it. Like, I don't like sucking, but if we have to suck to get a franchise-altering player, then so be it. I will be rooting for my team until I get notifications saying we've been eliminated. Then at that point, I'm just lost at that point. So we might as well just go into at that point. Yeah, Tyler Shock, he's gonna play eventually, so we're just waiting till that time comes, unfortunately. We're the Cleveland Browns.
Is that the short that people were talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Let's see, Mikey, would you rather win 5 games or get the number 1 pick? Oh, okay. So this is basically a lose scenario, basically. So basically, what you're saying is, in this scenario, I would have to watch my team suck regardless.
Pretty much.
Now I gotta think about this one, because it's like, if you win 5 games, let's see, we're 1-6 right now, so let's see where we can get 4 wins from. You play the Jets later this year, you play the Titans, you play Miami, and let's say you beat Atlanta. That's 5 wins right there. You can maybe beat the Panthers one time, but if we have to stick to 5 wins, I guess those are 4 taken.
I guess my question is, what are you even gonna do with the number 1 pick? Like if you win 5 games, you're still getting a pretty damn good pick. Like, is this draft class even really strong enough to really want, like, the number 1 overall pick that badly?
Honestly, here's what I would do if I was the Saints. Here's what I would do. I would actually scout. Like coming up in the draft, obviously you gotta scout first round guys too. But I would scout second round guys, and I would even scout guys that might be coming out next year. And what I would do if we get the number one pick, I would trade the pick for future assets so we can keep building around Spencer Rattler, in my opinion. And if he does not do good, like if he sucks the rest of this year, then I would just say trade and you have to love a quarterback. Kickers, and don't worry, Jeff. I will answer your question on what I would rather do.
Got a bit to the outside, gets to the 31 before he gets pushed out.
I was on 33. Now, when it comes to this, I've never really given it that much thought. But honestly, I've been saying it for quite a while. I would rather get the number one pick. Well, I mean, hold up. You know what? Actually, no. No. I would actually rather get 5 wins. Because here's why. Because you could still maybe get the number one pick with 5 wins. But even if you don't, and let's say you get 5 wins, you're still getting a high pick, and that proves that you can at least win a few games. So if you can improve more as Carson Wentz takes a snap and Wentz throws it to Hockenson, and Hockenson got some pretty good blocking, I guess they're across the 40 for the first down. But so if you get the 5 wins, right, you're still gonna get like a top 5, top 10 pick. So, but that also proves that you can at least beat some teams. And also, you never want to be in a situation where you're too good. Well, okay, let me rephrase that. Hold on. Carson Wentz takes a snap. Wentz throws.
All right. Dude, Lord.
He wide open.
Remember when I said this is where the comeback starts?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I lied.
Yeah, it was more of a comeback to fallen grace, if anything. But yeah, but like I said, you never want to be a fan of a team where they're not good enough to make the playoffs, but they're not bad enough to warrant a top 5 pick. You know what I'm saying? Because you never want to be in the middle, 7, 8, 9 wins. Because it's like you're not good enough to make the playoffs, and you're not bad enough to get a top pick. So as much as it's gonna suck, I would rather win 5 games than get the number one pick. And also you getting number one pick, that puts pressure on you to make the right decision. Like if you get like a top 5, top 10 pick with 5 wins, it's not gonna you're still gonna have pressure to not mess up the pick, but you don't have a say in the must-get guy. Because there's nobody that you love, then you're just going to be scouting for months of who you want, and that's going to take a lot of time off your hands to improve your team. For example, you saw the Titans, they were so worried about trying to get the right number 1 overall pick that they didn't do anything in the offseason. So I would rather get the 5 wins, okay? What about you, Kyle? Would you rather get 5? If your Bengals were in our position, would you rather get 5 in this draft class? Would you rather get 5 wins or number 1 pick?
Well, I mean, my perspective on this is the same as it pretty much always is when it comes to games and picks and whatever. I want wins. I don't give a shit about picks. I'll be honest with you. The number 1 overall pick got us Joe Burrow that one time, but for the most part, I can't think of too many high picks. Jamar Chase too. Okay, those were 2 really great picks. But for the most part, I can't think of a whole lot of high picks that have really done I can think of more high pick busts that we had than high picks that actually panned out super well for us, right? And it's because when you're in that position, not only are you trusting a team that got in that position in the first place to take the right guy, but you're also trusting them to develop the guy. All these guys are going to be rookies. So I'd rather my team just get out there and win as much as possible, even if it's only 5 games. I'd rather the team that is on the team put something together that can give them hope for maybe next season, right? I just don't believe in tanking. I just don't fundamentally believe in tanking.
Yeah. All right. Well, Jeff says if you get the number 1 pick, you can trade it. That's a fair point, but also counter argument. You have to find somebody that's willing to trade for the number 1 pick,
and you also have to be good at negotiating to get a good trade for it.
That too. You can get a lot of stuff, but if you're trying to trade with somebody that won't budge, and you oversell, and you have the number 1 pick, and yet you're trying to oversell, it's not going to work out. So that's my counter argument right there. And yeah, the Saints are 4th right now, but hey, things can change. I'm sure you don't know. I mean, the Saints could still somehow turn it around. Is it likely? No, but hey, anything's possible, right? 1st and 10 for the Chargers after Carson Wentz just ended the game. Chargers have it at their own 48. There's Davidson motion. It's going to be a handoff to Patterson, who gets maybe a yard and 2nd down with the Chargers. Greg Roman charged off in the corner. All right, 2nd down for the Chargers. It's going to be 2nd and 8. Chargers have it inside their own 49 with the 2nd and 8. Trey Harris in motion. It's going to be a handoff to Vital, who gets to the outside, gets a good block by Harris. And, bro, this man won't go down. He gets 3rd down, though. Bust through the middle. Well, it was more to the outside, but, you know. Chargers 1st down. That's all that matters at this point. All right, man. Vital. Week 6, 18 carries, 124 yards, 1 touchdown. Last week, 9 carries, 20 yards. Tonight, 21 carries, 180 yards, and a touchdown. Hand off to Vital. The Vikings, they tried. This man won't go down. He turned nothing into nothing, but hey, better than the previous nothing was going to get. 2nd down for the Chargers coming up. Grenard is still on the sideline. At this point, Minnesota just put it in the freaking backups. At this point, this game's over. You're not making a 31-10 comeback. It's just not happening, especially with Carson Wentz starting. Honestly, you might as well just put in JJ. I know they can't, but you should just, you know, whatever. Tari Steele on the Chargers side of things has a knee injury and he's questionable to return. At this point, if anyone gets hurt, just sit them out for the rest of the game. It's not worth it. 2nd and 11. Chargers have it inside the Vikings 37. Hands it off to Kamani Vital, who gets shoved in the backfield. The Vikings actually make a defensive play on there.
There's
on
flag,
that one.
though.
So it's 3rd down. There is a flag, though. There is a flag.
It's probably going to be a block in the back.
Let's
or
see,
no, I think it's going to be a face mask.
Hold up. Yeah, that's face mask on Josh Metellus. He grabbed him.
All right.
Oh, face.
Well.
Yeah, face mask in Minnesota. That's going to be an automatic 1st down. It's like the only time Minnesota can get a defensive stop is when they have to commit a penalty, bro. All right. 1st and 10 for the Chargers with 9:39 to go after the face mask. Brian Flores' defense definitely did not come out to play. I mean, their defense has been bad. I mean, no, they've been bad. They've had a couple good plays, but it's like, I don't know what you do. Like, the entire Vikings team has been bad tonight, which makes me happy, baby. All right. 1st and 10 for the Chargers. Chargers have it inside the Vikings 22. Justin Herbert takes a snap, hands it off up the middle to Jarrett Patterson. Gets about 4 yards there. It's going to be 2nd down for the Chargers. All right. Vikings 37 plays, 133 yards, 9 1st downs, 18-18 off the clock. Chargers 62 plays, 408 yards, 28 1st downs, 32-36 off the clock. Do y'all not see how drastic those numbers are compared to each other? That is terrible if you're Minnesota. 2nd and 7 for the Chargers from inside the Vikings 18. They're in the red zone for what that's worth. Justin Herbert takes a snap, play action. Herbert is going to just go down. He's just going to take the sack. It's 3rd down. He kind of slid too, you know, just to avoid like getting hit super hard. It's 3rd down for the Chargers. Third and 14. I mean, even a field goal here basically salts it away. I mean, this game's already over. Herbert, 18 for 25, 227 yards, 3 touchdowns, and an interception. I mean, that Giants-Broncos game that happened this week, I guess, technically proves that no game's really over till the clock's hit 0. So
Yeah.
I guess the Vikings still have a chance, I guess. 3rd and 14, hands it off right up the middle of Vital. And I ain't gonna lie, for a second I thought he was about to run for a first down on the 3rd and 14 play, but Vikings do get him. It's 4th down. If you're the Chargers, just get the field goal, go up by 24. Yeah, which if you're Minnesota, you gotta start throwing Hail Marys and stuff to have a chance. Man, not only do you have to throw the Hail Mary, you gotta start praying the Hail Mary because that's the only way you're gonna have a chance. You need to freaking pray because your defense and your offense has been so bad. I don't even think a miracle could save you. 34-yard field goal on 4th and 5. Cameron Dicker kick is up.
Oh. He got it.
Blocked it.
He got it.
He makes it, but he almost blocked it.
Well, and then even then, he almost whiffed it.
Yeah, that is true. 34-10 with 7:01 left, and Kyle, you know what you got to do.
I already did it.
Okay, good.
But
good.
I didn't update the most recent extra point, so it had been 30-10.
How freaking dare you?
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
That is a sin.
Kind of.
How dare you make a mistake?
Whoopsie doodles.
You see this Jupiter?
Who are you talking to?
I don't know if you can see him. Him. I'm pointing right.
Who am I looking at?
Black. Yeah, I'm talking to him.
Who?
The cat.
Oh, there's a cat. No, I don't see the cat.
Well, they have make it see.
Oh, I see it now.
Yeah. He's here.
I see.
He's so black.
He is quite. All right. Well, who'd you say the Saints are looking to trade, Mikey?
DeMario Davis.
Is that it?
Huh?
Is that it?
Nah, they're also looking at potentially trading. What's his name? They said Rashid Shaheed. That's who they were talking about trading.
Yeah, I don't know if he'd help us out too much, but I think I'd be interested in DeMario Davis.
There's one guy though. I don't care what the Saints are saying. There's one guy that I'm saying is untouchable, and it's Rashid Shaheed. I don't care.
Blake Groupie?
You will not trade my Pookie Bear.
Blake Groupie?
Nah. In fact, no, you can have Groupie. That man misses a field goal every game. Like that man misses field goals more than
Juwan Johnson.
You can have him too.
No, I meant that's who you wanted to desperately keep.
No. The man can't catch a ball if this man can't catch a cold. This man can't catch the flu. Like this man's the healthiest, stupidest person I've ever seen.
That's special.
Spencer Riley be hitting this man right in the hands, but the next thing Spencer Riley's about to hit is Juwan Johnson in the head. Honestly, if I was Riley, and every time I try to throw the ball to Juwan Johnson, I would just aim for the head. I don't care if it's incomplete. I would just aim the ball at the head so far.
Okay.
This man dropped the ball like every single game almost. Like, why we pay guys $30 million and then they just stop giving a crap? Kick us away. He's going to be fielded in the end zone or he's going to just take a knee. He was thinking about coming out, but he just took a knee. Vikings get it, I think, the 35. It's either going to be 35. Broncos scored 33 points in fourth quarter after being shut out the first three quarters and win versus New York Giants. Yep, that's a thing that happened. Brandon Graham ends retirement to rejoin the Eagles, and he's a two-time Super Bowl champion, by the way. Couldn't catch COVID on a cruise ship. Amen, bro.
That's one way to put it.
Huh?
That's one way to put it.
Yeah. Man, Juwan Johnson, bro, he couldn't catch a fly in a freaking fly swatter. Like, this man literally can't catch nothing. He can't catch a body if he was in the hood. Like, that's how bad he was.
I was on a cruise ship one time. I
Oh,
didn't
that's
catch
nice.
COVID, but this was also like 1997, so.
High ball caught by Jefferson, and he only gets like a yard there. That was a high ball for once.
I did watch my
Second
dad
down.
get awkwardly talked into doing the Macarena, though. That was really stupid.
Oh. Was the Macarena like the dance back in the day?
In the 90s, yes, it was like the dance to do. I don't know why it was so fucking popular, but it was.
I mean, all right. Wentz takes a snap. Wentz is gonna get out of the sack. Wentz is gonna pump fake like 3 times and throws it incomplete, intended for Jefferson. Cam Hart, I think, is the one that batted it down. 3rd and 8. Cam Hart's having a solid day tonight.
I think his arm's still bothering him.
I think the arm is bothering him. I think the Macarena is still like popular, but it's not as popular as it used to be. At least I don't think.
God damn.
Yeah,
man.
Wentz is still grabbing at that arm. Why do you still have him in the game, bro? It's 24-point game. Let the freaking backup play.
The game's over, guys.
Like, bro, you're gonna get this man hurt even more.
Why isn't Carson Wentz taking himself out?
That's what I'm saying. 3rd and 8. Carson Wentz takes a snap.
You don't have to be
Wentz
Baker
is gonna
Mayfield,
look
dude.
And he throws incomplete.
In
Bro,
fact, I would argue.
Out the game. He's literally laying down on his back.
I would argue that's a big reason why Baker Mayfield lost his job in Cleveland is because he tried to play through that shoulder injury and it didn't work out well for him.
For every single play, Wentz is going after that arm. Take him out the game before you get this man murdered on live television. 4th and 8, y'all better not go for this, bro. Y'all no, because Wentz is gonna get a sack, he's gonna get hurt, and he's never gonna play football ever again in his life. Don't know. Yeah, they're going for it. Okay. Don't say I didn't warn you. 4th and 8.
He's a grown ass man. He can make his own decisions, and he gets
Yeah,
walloped while he's throwing that too.
He was murdered.
And he's in some pain, man.
Bro, take him out, man. You're lucky that was the 4th down play. Don't let this man see the field again. I'm not just saying that because he played bad today. I'm saying that from a personal level. The Chargers are literally not. They're not really cheap shotting him, but the Chargers are going after that area every time. That's his weak spot. Take him out. If the Vikings get the ball one more time, I better see somebody else than Carson Wentz take the field. You're gonna get this man killed.
I don't think the Chargers are targeting him for like getting him hurt, but like that's just the side that's getting like that's just the side people are coming from. So that's gonna keep happening.
They're purposely trying to get him hurt, but what I'm saying is like they're literally beating up that type of like that part of his body. It's like.
Yeah, he needs to go out, dude. The game's over, first of all.
Like, it'll be one thing if you still have a chance to win this game and if you play good. Okay, I could maybe understand it. But, like, bro, it's a 24-point game. You're not going to win. You don't have no freaking miracle. You don't have Jesus on your side. You don't have nothing. Put the freaking backup in. Put Brosmer in.
I just cannot imagine why. Like, I can't. First of all, I don't even understand why he's insisting on playing. Like, I mean, I get football mentality, like, oh, I'm gonna tough it out and do. I get a lot of guys in the NFL are like that, but like, this game's a lost cause, man. Like, let it go.
Yeah, like just start running the ball. If you're gonna have Wentz in the game, at least just start running the ball.
I don't know.
And bro, you're gonna get this man hurt. He's already hurt. You're going to get him even more hurt. But, like, do none of these coaches have any brain cells? Like, Kevin O'Connell, I thought you were supposed to be this offensive wizard, not this freaking medical tank wizard. Nothing like waking up in the morning to watch the Colts lose, or to watch Atlanta lose.
Yeah. I'd argue it was the main reason Mayfield lost his job in Cleveland, except that it's the clowns. They're terrible at judging quarterbacks. Well, okay, so the main reason why Baker Mayfield lost his job is because the Browns, as you said, are the clowns, and they basically just like shot his character into the fucking dirt. And I think they really believed it. I think they believed that Baker Mayfield wasn't mature enough to be an NFL quarterback. And I mean, look, he's been to 4 teams, 3 of which he's made significant differences for. And then the Panthers also existed.
This man's really about to cry, bro.
Yeah, because he's in an incredible amount of pain. He's got to go out of this game, man.
He's literally crying right now.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like let the game go.
Like, bro, honestly,
like you can come back next week.
Like, find out. Like, this is literally why I've got multiple quarterbacks injured before.
Yeah, like I mean, you can come back next week.
And up the middle. Like, I know it's a different sport. Don't get me wrong, I know it's a different sport, but this is literally what happened to Derrick Rose, right? The Bulls, they were winning the game. There was a minute left. They were up by over 10 points, but then they just kept Derrick Rose in the game for too long when he was already fighting through other stuff, and then that got him hurt, and look at where Rose is now. I understand it's different sports, but it's like...
Well, I think Carson Wentz is already there. Like, Carson Wentz is already at the Derrick Rose point.
Yeah, it's disgusting. 3rd and 1, under 5 minutes to go. Chargers have it inside the Vikings 28. The Chargers must score one more time before this game's over. Hand off up the middle. Jared Patterson picks up a first down.
But as far as Baker Mayfield goes, though, like the Browns are just terrible judges of character in general. Like yes, did Baker Mayfield did some immature things in Cleveland? Sure, but that entire organization was just a complete fucking train wreck. And so like holding him to a standard that you didn't hold anybody else to in Cleveland is what ruined that relationship. And that's the main reason why Baker left Cleveland. Now, I would argue the main reason why the fans were upset with him is because his play took a hit, and his play took a hit because of the shoulder injury.
10 handoff, and that he gets like maybe back to the line.
But that's why people thought that Baker Mayfield wasn't a good quarterback anymore, is because he was throwing on half an arm.
The last game the Chargers had without a punt was Week 16, 2021 at the Texans, and they have no punts tonight, and they're definitely not punting on this drive. Yeah. Did they ever take Herbert? Or no, that's Dicker. I thought that was the number 10 on his shirt. So I was like, what, did they take Herbert out? They realistically should, though. Like, I don't understand. Like, I understand, like, fighting through stuff, but it's like, man, like, like, this is literally how Derek Carr got hurt in 2016.
Oh, they swallowed that one up.
Woo.
That was Batty. I mean, quite literally, the man's name is Batty.
Naheem Miller-Hines got destroyed.
Not sure how I feel about those numbers on the sides of those old school helmets there. I don't know if that works.
3rd and 12 for the Chargers with 3 minutes to play.
All right, well, let's see what they can do here.
All right. Chargers have it at the Vikings 26. Herbert under center. Scott Matlock in motion. They're probably just going to run the ball again. Yeah, but it's a pitch to Jared Patterson to the left side, and the Vikings blow that up, but it's really not going to matter. That's probably going to take us a 2-minute warning. And probably going to put the field goal after that. Which means the Vikings, unless the Chargers will go for this just to end the game, the Vikings are going to get the ball one more time. I swear, if I see Wentz on the field, I'm going to be questioning life. 4th and 13. This is probably going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Chargers with a 24-point lead, 34-10. Yep, 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play. All right. You dropped what? All right. Fourth and 13. 2 minutes left to play. All right, Cameron Dicker coming out here to get another field goal in. "45-yard field goal. This looks like a good angle to me, at least. All right. Kick is up. Right down the middle. Chargers up 37-10. Kyle, you know what you got to do now.
Give the Vikings the lead?
No.
Why not?
Because in order for them to get the lead, they would need a touchdown, then another touchdown, then another touchdown, and then another touchdown. And I don't think they're about to score 4 touchdowns in less than 2 minutes.
You never know.
Bro, if the Vikings come back to win this game, I'll freaking buy a Falcons jersey.
I really want the Vikings to win this game now. Like, really badly.
If the Vikings win, I'll buy a Falcons jersey. But I'm not going to buy a Falcons jersey. You know why? Because they ain't winning.
Who's your most hated Atlanta Falcon ever? Other than, like, I mean, I would imagine Michael Vick would probably be the first answer that comes to mind. But other than the obvious guy.
I think the one I've probably hated the most, it's a tough one. I would probably say, though, I don't know. I've never really hated, like, one player from Atlanta. It's really just been a collective effort. But, hold on, let me think of all, like, the memories. Probably Young Wei Koo. Yeah, it's definitely Young Wei Koo. I don't even know why I thought about it. It's Young Wei Koo.
Why?
Because this man, every time he plays against the Saints, he always wants to hit a 50-yard game-winning field goal for no damn reason.
Yeah.
But yet,
maybe don't let the Falcons get in game-winning field goal position.
I don't care. That does not mean he has to make the kicks.
So did you not have a problem with Matt Ryan?
I mean, Matt Ryan, he was like one of those guys where it's like, I've never really hated. Like, I mean, I guess Julio Jones. I mean, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I never hated Julio Jones. I never did. Max Brosmer's finally in the game, throws past his caught. I hated that he was on Atlanta, but when he got traded to Tennessee, I was happy for him. I wanted to see him win a ring. You know, I've never hated Julio Jones. It also helps that he always had his worst games against the Saints, funny enough. But it's like, I never hated him. I think it's either Young Wei Koo, Matt Ryan, I guess would probably be a close second or third. But then again, Matt Ryan's really never done anything to me. Like, Young Wei, like, to be fair, the Saints really never really lose to Atlanta like that. But, like, I mean, actually, I changed my mind. Actually, my most hated Atlanta player is Roddy White. Ronnie White.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Because he made some Hurricane Katrina comments that I really found unnecessary.
I was about to say, I swear I thought I remember some Falcons player doing something that you really had a big problem with.
Yeah, Roddy White, it took me, like, I just remember that he said, Roddy White's probably, Young Wei Koo's definitely a close second, though, but yeah, Roddy White, because his big mouth had to mention Hurricane Katrina.
Mikey has to wear the jersey on the next podcast.
No, I don't. You know why? Because the Vikings ain't winning.
You never know.
I do know, because you see, that's why. Adam Thielen drops the ball, you old senior citizen.
Vikings backup quarterback looks better than the starter. I mean, I don't know if he's not really doing very much. There's not much to evaluate.
Yeah, at least they finally took out Wentz. About time.
Yeah, I mean that's the other thing. If he does end up looking better than Wentz, that's not really saying much because like
Handoff.
Wentz was extremely injured.
It's gonna be third down. Third and 4. For the Vikings have not been able to run the ball. Aaron Jones, 15 yards. Let's see. And it's easy to look good in garbage time. That's what we're saying, man. Trust me, Derek Carr was known for always looking good in garbage time. Third and 4. Adam Thielen in motion. Max Brosmer takes a snap. Brosmer throws. The pass is caught by number 36. That's, I think, his last name is Scott. Takes up a Vikings first down with 57 seconds left for what that's worth. And next week we have Ravens Dolphins, so we all know who Kyle's going to be hate watching.
That one's going to be a tough game for me because I can't imagine the Dolphins are going to actually win that game. Because Lamar will almost certainly be back for that game.
Probably.
If they do lose to the Dolphins though with Lamar, I'm going to have some shit to say.
What if they win without Lamar?
Then I'm going to be a sad boy.
Max Brosmer throws, caught by number 36 again. To be second down as the clock's on the run. And I don't got to wear an Atlanta jersey because there's only 40 seconds left.
You don't know that. This could be the beginning of the end.
For the Vikings, I agree.
No, for the Chargers, it could be. I've seen the Chargers lose in some stupid ways before. That's all I'm saying.
There's literally 30 seconds. You know how they would literally need to score a touchdown on this play.
This is a fumble. Oh, look, he fumbled. It's a fumble 6.
Hand off to Scott. If it's a fumble 6, and the Chargers are going to win.
Oh, wait. No, it's the other way around. It's a fumble 6, but also the Vikings scored 28 points.
13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. Count it with me all. 6, 5, 4.
Well, it already says 0 for me.
1. Happy New Year.
All right. Well, Mikey, good news for you. You don't have to wear a Falcons jersey on stream next.
Oh, no kidding.
Game. Which, look, dude, I just bought that Joe Flacco jersey, and, I mean, I don't know how much money you have, but that was an expensive fucking purchase. If it weren't for the fact that, it was genuinely a memento of one of my favorite games I've ever watched from the Bengals in my life, I would be like, why did I do that? Because I didn't need to. I didn't need to say I was going to do that and then actually do it, In fact, I'm pretty sure I could have come on here and people would have been like, oh, you know what? That's fair. That's a lot of money. You don't actually have to do that. We just thought it was a funny thing for you to say. But I don't know. I'm a man of my word.
Yeah, well, Chargers win 37-10.
In case you're wondering.
Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
That's nice.
I'll be wearing that on I'll be wearing that on Sunday, I guess, for the Jets game.
Yeah, I won't be in the stream because I got something to do, but I will be there for the second half of the stream though.
Could have bought a cheap jersey. I mean, I guess I could have bought a cheap jersey, but then I wouldn't want to wear it. So y'all remember this Giovanni Bernard jersey? It was looks like it needs to be repinned up a thing. But when I had the office with the chair in the back and this was sitting on top of the chair, this was a pretty major feature of the of my show's backdrop for a while. But this was very cheap. It was like $20 and it was made in China, and I bought it when I was in college because it's about the only thing I could afford. I cannot wear this thing. It's awful. It's stiff. It feels terrible. There's a reason I framed it because I don't want to fucking wear it, So I bought a real Flacco jersey because the real NFL jerseys actually are kind of worth the money because they actually are really comfortable to wear.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a lot of I have a whole jersey collection and stuff. And
Yeah.
There's some jerseys that I have that I don't even wear no more.
Yeah. I had a bunch, and I don't know what happened to them. I'm kind of concerned that my wife may have given them to Goodwill, and I'm not happy about it. But you know, that is what it is. I had a John Elway jersey.
Oh, that's nice.
Broncos
Yeah, I
era
mean, I
John
had
Elway
a Tom
jersey.
Brady jersey before, but then I donated it because when he went to Tampa Bay, he broke my heart. Because I used to be a big Tom Brady fan. You know?
I'm still a Tom Brady fan.
I was a Tom Brady fan, but then he decided to go to Tampa Bay and make them relevant again.
There was a little bit of talk at the time that he was going to go to Cleveland. And I don't think he's that stupid, first of all. So obviously that was never really going to happen. But there was a lot of talk, and I was getting nervous. I was like, "Oh, don't you do this to me, Tom. I like you, but I won't if you go to Cleveland." And then he didn't. He went to Tampa Bay, and I was like, "Okay, thank God."
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there was even talk about, like, if Drew Brees retired, there was talk about him going to the Saints.
I heard there was talk about him going to the Saints as well. What if Drew Brees had gone to the Buccaneers?
Then I would have hated Drew Brees.
Would you really? Even though he won your Super Bowl?
I would.
I was about to say, like if Joe Burrow ever wins us a Super Bowl one day, he could probably go play for the Steelers, and I don't think I would hate him. I would probably not be a big fan of him while he was on the Steelers, but I would if the Bengals ever win a Super Bowl, that's like, you know, that's like a life goal of mine. It's not a goal I can personally accomplish. I just have to wait around to see if it's going to happen. But a life goal of mine is to see the Bengals win a Super Bowl one day. So if Joe Burrow accomplishes that, he can go do whatever the fuck he wants, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, Drew Brees, like, there was even talk about him leaving the Saints in, like, 2017 to go to Jacksonville. There was, like, talks about that happening.
I don't remember that at all. That would be crazy. Why would you go to Jacksonville in 2017?
Because that was the year that they went on their Saxonville run with Blake Bortles. So
well, yeah, but that was never gonna last. I think we all knew it was never gonna last at the time.
I mean, the talks obviously never really went nowhere, but it's like, you know, there was like a little, just a teeny bit. Like, they weren't like likely or nothing, but there was some talks about him going to Jacksonville. But Tom Brady, I think, even said he would have been the Saints quarterback if Brees would have retired a year earlier than he did. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, you got anything else you want to say before we head off for the night?
No, I think I'm good.
All right. I'll address the Logan Wilson thing one more time. I wish him well wherever he ends up, but I'm kind of at the point where I'm about ready to be like, we might consider moving on from him on our own anyway, because he hasn't been very good. I don't hate Logan Wilson. Logan Wilson made the game-winning play to. There were several game-winning plays for the Bengals to win the Super Bowl. By the way, there were several of them, and they got. And in Logan Wilson's case, he got screwed over by the refs. In Jamar Chase's case, he got screwed over by the Bengals' offensive line. But Logan Wilson legitimately made a play that probably should have counted to win the Super Bowl, and the refs called BS pass interference on him, but, you know, it is what it is. Probably shouldn't have let him get down. Like, with how good the defense was playing, I'll be honest, I try to be objective when it comes to stuff like this. That was a BS call. But the Bengals probably also kind of got a BS call with, like, you know, the pass interference against, that happened with T. Higgins getting that big catch in the Super Bowl, and our defense was playing really well up to that point, and they had let him march down the field. They probably shouldn't have let him march down the field if they were actually going to play that well. Yeah. So it's annoying, but at the same time, they also kind of did it. The defense kind of did it to themselves. Like, it sucks, but I can't really blame the refs. I want to blame the refs, and I think Logan Wilson deserved to be given that game-winning Super Bowl play, but he didn't get it.
Yeah, you know who you gotta blame, though. You gotta blame Eli Apple for existing.
Eli Apple didn't have the best game in that one.
Eli Apple was a trash can.
Eli Apple was... Eli Apple's a reason we went to the Super Bowl. All right, let's be honest. He didn't have the best game in the Super Bowl, and there were times that season where I was about ready to rip his head off. Because you were watching me back then, you remember I was talking mad trash about him until he started kind of like going on a run there at the end of the season. I wanted him gone so badly. And then he started putting some games together, and I'm like, okay, all right, Eli. If this is how you're gonna be, then like I'm on board. And then again, he didn't have the best game in the Super Bowl, but it wasn't his fault we lost the Super Bowl. You know, I really wanted that for every single member. Every single member of that team, I loved. I don't love Bobby Hart, but I didn't realize how much I didn't like I didn't realize how bad of a person Bobby Hart was back then. You know, he was just, in my opinion on Bobby Hart back then was like, he's not good enough to be a starter, but he'd probably be a pretty decent backup.
Yeah.
And then I just learned more about him as a person. I was just like, I don't like you. But
I mean, that's how it was with Derek Carr when we signed him. You know, like Derek Carr, he's not good enough to be a starter, but he could maybe be a terrible backup somewhere.
Yeah. Well. Anyway, that's pretty much gonna be it for us tonight. And got a whole lot else here. I did finally finish the thing I was doing just in time for the game to end. So.
Oh, did you see that video that I sent you with Dennis Allen in the press conference?
No, I didn't see a Dennis Allen press conference thing.
Or no, not the press conference, the game ball situation.
Oh, yeah, no, I responded to that.
Oh, yeah, you did, that's right.
Yeah.
I was just trying to see if you, I was just trying to see if you actually saw it. Because sometimes, you can be responding to stuff that, you don't really see.
No, I saw that. That was... I mean, what else were they going to do? Of course they're going to give it to Dennis Allen.
They could shoot him in the leg.
They're not going to do that.
Okay.
All right. Well, anyway, that's going to be it for us for the night. I'll see y'all on Bengals play on Sunday, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know why it would be anything else. I'll see y'all on Sunday for the Bengals Jets game. Mikey, I assume, will be streaming the Saints Patriots game.
Saints Buccaneers.
Saints Patriots.
Buccaneers.
No, it's Patriots.
What? You can't.
Because of Tom Brady.
Well, we already played the Patriots.
No, because of Tom Brady. They're now the Patriots, forever.
Oh, okay then. But yeah, I mean, our game's at 3:00, so you get a doubleheader. You get Kyle first, and then me second.
Yeah, there you go. So, yep. Well, anyway, yeah, it's gonna be hopefully some good results for both of our teams. Much more likely that my team has the good result, but
no, I predicted us to win. I predicted y'all to lose. So
yeah, but I think most people would agree that you're insane for both of those predictions. Well, at least insane for your prediction for the Saints. I think people would think you're insane for predicting the Bengals to lose to the Jets because it feels like a very Bengals thing to do. But
I've been insane since 2004.
So you're not arguing with my assessment then?
Exactly.
That's my point then.
I'm not delusional.
But you are though.
No,
that's the whole point.
No, I'm just a little dumb. There's a difference.
But I think those two things can go hand in hand though. Those aren't mutually exclusive.
No, because if I was delusional, I would have said that the Saints were the best team ever, but I didn't say it.
No, I think that would be more stupid than delusional.
Okay, well, look, my phone's about to die, so we gotta wrap this up.
All right. Well, anyway, we'll see y'all on Sunday, and who day?
Who dat?